All right, welcome. You already know what time it is. It's another episode of Let's Talk Photography. Come on now. Yes, I'm very, very excited for another episode because it is the new year. Welcome to 2024. Come on. So, with that said, there's a lot in store this year and a lot in store for my channel. So, welcome back to my channel, everybody. FYI, I will be posting a new video tomorrow. But today, we are discussing, let's get to the topic. Here we go. Today, we're going to be talking about, I don't even have it written on this. Anywho, we will be talking about finding ways to stay motivated in 2024. Let's get to it.
Join me every Thursday on YouTube for another live show of Let's Talk Photography. We cover the latest news, interviews with today's industry leaders, tips, tricks, lighting, cameras, and the business of photography. My weekly live stream is all about crowd participation. You're encouraged to ask questions, talk about the cool camera gear you've got or the camera gear you want to get. Hell, you could just join our open panel discussion during our Q&A portion of the show. The cost of access to Let's Talk Photography is very, very low. For today only, I'm hosting a very low price of free $99 to subscribe and press that bell icon to get notifications of my upcoming live streams. Now let's get back to the show.
All right. So, welcome everybody to another episode of Let's Talk Photography. I do plan on doing the show a little bit more often. I'm going to try to do at least twice a month. For sure, at least once a month, but I'm going to try to do it twice a month. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I have in the past done some live photo shoots, like live stream during my photo shoots. I will be doing more of that. And the next video I'm posting, well, not the next video, but in 2 videos, I'm editing it right now, is a tutorial of me doing a photo shoot using flash photography on location. So that one was really fun. It was supposed to just be a behind the scenes video of me and a model, but I gave so many good nuggets I believe will help someone out there decide to put together more as a tutorial. I used the Godox 8200, flashing it and mixed it with natural ambient lighting, so hopefully I was shooting, like, high-speed sync and stuff like that, so I'm hoping someone likes the video, so either way, stay tuned for that. With all that said, I do wanna let you know that I'm dropping a video tomorrow, which is already released right now for my channel members right now. So if you're a member of my channel, all you gotta do is press that little button down below called join. You will be getting early access to my uploaded video content, as well as I will be doing member-only live streams. That's right, I'm gonna be doing a live stream. It was an old show I was doing called Marketing Monday, but we're gonna be talking about marketing and promotional tips, basically photography business advice, streams just for my members. So if you wanna be a part of that and also be able to pick my brain on a business level, branding level, etcetera, then definitely come along the journey and join my channel. So, anywho, and, I have a lot of other perks. Besides you just helping to support the channel, um, I will be, doing those live streams, like I said, and I have also other exclusive content that I'll be planning to make as well. So, I just picked up somebody who's gonna help me produce more videos, And, so hopefully I'll be able to turn out more and more content for all of you. If there's anything specific kind of content or questions about photography that you would like me to explain in a video, definitely let me know, please. So you can email me, find my email in my about section or in the description section of any of my videos, and let me know how I can better help you out there, okay? What else is the other thing I do want of course. Oh, dang, I gotta say this. Come on now, people, okay? Now, if you haven't already, shame on you, but you better go ahead and follow me at Facebook. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Threads, TikTok. That's right, I'm pop locking on TikTok and on Twitter, AKA X, AKA whatever it'll be this year. So, go on there, tweet up a storm. So, you can find me anywhere, and I'm very active on Instagram, Facebook, and Threads. Oh, and on LinkedIn, so find me, Robert Silver on LinkedIn. I gotta make an official page on LinkedIn finally. I have one for my day one films, but not for that, so we'll get to it. Um Before we get to the photography news, let's go check out some of these here comments, shall we? Hey, Cooley's in the house. Come on now. You know it's a good time. Cooley's in the house. It's good to see you, man. I will be opening up the line. Okay, everybody, I'll be opening up the line for you to join the panel. I only have a selected amount of space. I think it's still up to 10. And if you want to join the conversation, you will have your chance. I need to just get over the news and the product highlight, and then we'll be good to go. Okay. We have Fell in the house. What's cracking? Yeah. Thank you very much. And then we have Martin from Manila. Hi-yo. That's what we're talking about. Look, the Philippines. I gotta check. I really do love the Philippines. But my daughter would kill me if I go there first. Actually, she just gave me permission. She just gave me permission to visit the Philippines before her, and she won't kill me. So you never know. Uh, Phil says, I have a question. Would you have a personal or business Instagram? I started with a personal Instagram. I want to create a business one. Would you? Okay. My advice is this. That's a great question. You definitely, I would do two. If you already have a personal one, sharing your personal day-to-day stuff, family, friends, stuff like that, then I would have one completely separate for just your business of your photography in this case, right? I would separate the 2 because your clients, though they like to know that you're a family person, whatever, ultimately, they don't care. They go right to your work, and I've had numerous clients, especially in the 4th quarter of 2023, that checked out my Instagram, and guess what? They saw the work, and then they reached out. So, with that said, you might wanna keep it separate and keep your best of the best content on your business or creative. Make a creator or business page or profile, okay? And then leave the personal. Just like on Facebook, create your own Facebook page, business page, and then keep your regular main profile more regular, right? Friends, family, etcetera. So that's what I personally recommend. You wanna keep it 2 separate. Also Also, those who are following you on your business page already wanna follow you and find out what's more about you and your photography. Those are your actual fans. Now your family might be fans and they may support you, but I'm gonna tell you right now, after 12 years of somehow making a living off of this craft, it's gonna be strangers that's supporting your business more times than not, okay? So, it's best to keep them separate so that you could better understand, use reading your analytics later on, where your who's your demographic, where from, what languages do they speak, what are their interests, etcetera, and what kinda content resonates with them. Having a business profile is gonna give you, access to those analytics that will answer those questions, both in Instagram, LinkedIn as well, Twitter, believe it or not, of course, your, what I'd say, Facebook, your Facebook business page where people like and follow it, that as well. So, definitely create a business profile separate from your personal. So I hope that helped. My main problem is most of my followers are on my personal Instagram. That's okay, that's okay. I would still do it first start or create your or stop right here, Pal. Okay, how about, uh Oh, my sound is cutting out. My sound is cutting out. That's interesting. It sounds good on my end. The sound sounds good on my end. I don't hear anything. Let me see. It is, everybody on Instagram, is my sound okay? Let me know if my sound is okay. They're on Instagram. As far as right here, um, it sounds good so far. Sounds good so far. But please let me know, everybody. Oh, it says it sounds a little choppy. Well, that's alright, let me try, 'cause it sounds good on my end. That's why I'm very hold on, let me check my internet. You never know. Okay? I'm gonna try something, guys. If it freezes, just give me a second, okay? Give me a second. I'm gonna try switching my Wi-Fi. Alright. Let me know how it sounds now, everybody. Let me know how my sound is. Coming in smooth. Let me know. Post your comments. Okay? Alright. I don't see anybody complaining yet, but I'm sure they'll see it in a second. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Bo. Thank you. Alright, so if you already have your fans to this question right here, if you already have a lot of followers, on your personal page, then just make your personal page now your business page, and then create a separate one for your friends and family, if that makes any sense. Just start right now. Start this year fresh. Start posting only content for your business or your photography on this particular Instagram, and then create a separate one just for personal. But make sure you change the category, right? Make sure you change your category. Let me see if I can change it here to a business. There we go. Let me see. Personal, information. Where is it here? You wanna make sure that your profile is not a personal one. Jeez, I have to get into this thing. You wanna make sure that it's an actual business or creator page, okay? Alright, that's just regular categories, and alright, I had to dig more into it. I'm sorry. Their whole setting menu gets bigger and bigger by the minute. But make sure you switch your, personal page to a business one so that you get access to analytics, and then start treating it as your professional page. That's what I would do personally. Um, a fresh start, but I would do the fresh start for probably your, your, personal one, because those people will easily follow you right back. When you start with a fresh new page, then your business or your followers will, right, that are not personal. And secondly, um, no one cares if you have, I don't know, 120 followers on your personal page, but you may have 1,200 on your business one. So that's what I'm saying. Start with turn this personal one into a business one. Oh, that's true. I found out that strangers support you way more than friends and family. Yeah, I know. It's very, very sad, and, I have a sound for that right here. Okay? It is true. That's a sad case. Um, awesome. I'm so glad. Okay, okay, cool, 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 cool. Sound is Rakesh, thank you. Alright. Since sound is better, I think choppy is gone. Awesome. Thank you, Cooley. Fail comes back, but then I don't want to transfer friends to my new personal one. I'd rather start fresh and make my personal okay, personal one since my friends aren't really my main clients or okay, alright. So hopefully what I said may you have two options. Either turn this one into your new business one or and create a new personal one or vice versa. That's really your 2 options, but definitely have them separate starting forward. When I started a new strategy on my, Instagram, I just started that day. I didn't think about, "Oh, let me create a whole 'nother page and everything." I said, "Okay, I'm only gonna post." Like, 1 year, I only posted photos on my main, wall, right? That was before Instagram started doing all of these, like the reels and your grid and all as or what you're tagged in. Um, so I was like, "I'm only gonna make only photos on all of my grid." but now I have photos and reels and videos and all sorts of stuff. But during that year when I did that, I just started it. I didn't feel like I had to start a whole new Instagram. I just implemented the strategy today. Yeah, I'll start fresh. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. You're welcome. I hope that helps. I've had a lot. I'm telling you, I don't pay for ads. I don't, do Google. I tried that for, like, a month or so. Every all the gigs I've gotten have been through word of mouth and referrals, okay? Word of mouth and referrals. And then, a hell of a social media strategy, meaning you gotta treat your social media strategy like a business in itself. Okay, you gotta get up early, schedule your post, create your post, this, that, and the third, and then measure the, impact of your post. You become a social media strategist in about 2 seconds if you wanna survive as an entrepreneur, especially in 2024. It's way too easy for you to do it, to not concentrate on a good social media strategy if you wanna make a couple of bucks from photography. And as we all know, there's not just one photographer out here, okay? There's a gazillion trillion of us. I did a search today about photography motivation, and I got introduced to a whole 'nother array of photographers I'd never heard of on YouTube, okay, with bigger followings than me and more views per video than me. I've never heard of these people, okay? So the point is that I'm not exactly reinventing the wheel here. But the little things that I can control and to help separate myself is what I'm gonna concentrate on. With that said, it all requires a strategy, all right? Um, Phil says, "The main issue with me is, like, I like showing off my art gallery, hoping outing, hopping, hoping outings, etcetera." Okay. I don't think that would be great to do if I have clients. I might post something they might not like. That's true too, you do have to watch out for that. You do have to watch out for that. I might do a photo shoot, and a model or a client likes a certain set of photos, so I edit those, give it to them. But for my page, my strategy, I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna edit this other photo they never chose or maybe looked over, and I'm gonna post it because I feel that this is a will be a strong photo on my social media." And, you gotta do what you gotta do, but that's a good way to think about it. That's what I'm so I support you in that. Absolutely, you gotta be mindful. I can't post everything. If I want a particular kind of client, then I can't post everything because it may not serve that client, right? So, if I do videos for churches and now I'm posting up boudoir all over the place, let's do the math. May not look the best, okay? Alright. So, looks like so far we are good. I do wanna let you know that, you go ahead and press that like, that share, and that subscribe button. Come on now, people. And those are on Instagram right now. You can support this channel by heading on over to YouTube, by clicking the link in my bio, click that link tree, hopping on over to YouTube, and smashing the subscribe button, and of course, the like on this video. Come on now, it's free. It's free for now. Um, and of course, one of the easiest ways to support the channel is right here. Oh, this one. Is, we do accept super chats and super stickers, believe it or not, and no one gets rich off of it, but every dollar goes to helping me create more content. My goal is to create 2 upload videos a week, go live for you, and still produce shorts for you guys. That takes a lot of time, I'm not lying. It takes a lot of time, and, yesterday and today, I made 2 videos, and I literally had to basically barricade myself at home, leave everybody away from me in order to smash out these videos. That's how much concentration it takes. So any sort of help you can give will be greatly appreciated. And if you well, at least go ahead and smash that like, that share, and subscribe. Come on. All right. So, um, before we get to the photo I wanna do a highlight next, but it looks like we have a couple of comments. "Hey, what's going on?" I don't wanna, oh, he's watching from the Bronx. Wow, the BX. I grew up in Long Island, so I only went to the Bronx when I was a kid. I went to the Bronx for to the zoo. Okay, my dad took me to the zoo one good time. We drove out from Long Island all the way to the zoo. Now that I think about it, that was a hell of a ride. But I have family in Brooklyn and stuff like that, so still do. But, b welcome to from the Bronx. That's awesome. I love it. I didn't know people in New York are listening at this time. What is it over there? Oh, it's only like 8:30, so it's okay. Alright, let's get to it. We got some topics here. So, the first thing we're gonna do right now is our infamous product highlights. Come on. Alright, so as many of you know, I shoot, uh, video, right? A lot of you know I shoot video, and I primarily have been shooting with Panasonic Lumix cameras. Right now, I'm live streaming with the Lumix S5 Mark II with the Sigma DGDN 35 millimeter f1.4 art lens. I love this combination for my talking heads here. Now, with that said, I got hired recently for a wedding video, to do, wedding videography and photography. And it was on it was not Christmas Eve, Jesus, New Year's Eve, okay? It was on New Year's Eve, and, there was a lot going on, I'm not gonna lie, it was a busy New Year's Eve, crushed this, I had an assistant, I should have hired a 3rd I should have hired 2 assistants, I had 1, but I should have hired 2 to make my life easier. But with all that said, one of the biggest things I was, really, trying to make sure I didn't have to worry about was all about power. Now that video I'm posting tomorrow is about battery solutions for videographers, okay? Now here's something, here's the highlighted product of this video right here. Whoops, not bad, not bad at all right? Right here is the Neewer mini V-mount battery right here. Yeah, look at that. The mini V-mount battery right here. Okay. Now, so V-mount, there's the mount, and it's a V. That's the V-mount, right? Not nothing new. But what's awesome about this V-mount battery is that it is this is a 99 watt hour capacity battery. And, they have different sizes, obviously, out there and available, all sorts of brands from 50, 99, 220, et cetera. I own 3 V-mount batteries. I call them the traditional batteries, right? The traditional in terms of they all have a D-tap and then, 1 USB-A port. Now, and then you would have to connect it to a V-mount plate. This one here is basically it's literally a battery and a plate all in one, and it's about 25% smaller than a traditional V-mount battery. Now, it's really dope. It's really dope. It has a USB-A and USB-C port right here, okay? And it has 2 ports up here for power, 8-volt and a 12-volt, and has your good old, we all know, a D-tap right there. So it's literally a V-mount plate and a battery all in one, and it's freaking small. My hands aren't big, okay? It's really small. Here's here's my iPhone. You can see how much small man, it's way smaller than my phone, okay? Now this one battery, V-mount battery, 99 watt hour can power my entire camera rig right here. Look at this. This is one of my this is a rig I'm gonna use next week for a film, my short film. If some of you may know, I've been recording for the or filming rather for the past couple months, my short film. We raised a little bit of money for it, and we have the next 2 days of production next weekend. I will be using the Lumix S5 Mark II at 6K open gate for that film at 24 frames a second. Woo! So, this is a really nice tight rig because the location we're shooting at the apartment, it may not have a whole lot of space, some party scenes and stuff like that, so I need something I can maneuver with. So, this whole rig plus my mic, I'll have it, if I wanted to, I can have my mic power to it. Everything's powered right from this V-mount battery, and look how small it is. Here's the top of the S5 Mark II, and here's the battery. It's super small, compact, and, it just feels great. It feels great. With that said, they have not reinvented the wheel, but what they did was Let me just show you right here. Look, look at the price of the small rig. Isn't the small rig same, um, V-mount battery? It looks exactly the same features, same everything. Look at the price. Look at the price. Okay, I can't highlight it. There we go. Look at the price, 239 for the same 99 watt hour battery, okay? Now, the battery I'm showing you right now, dude, come on, people, ladies and gents. $124. $124. You're saving over $100 going with a Neewer battery. I used this during a wedding, and, I was filled it was a six-hour wedding. Of course, we're shooting and turning it off, shooting and turning it off either way. Did the ceremony, some of the reception, etcetera, and guess what? 92%. That's all it was. I could have shot a 10-hour wedding easily with this one battery. Now, the battery that comes with a Panasonic S5 Mark II is 16 watt hours. This is 99. Therefore, you're getting about 5 to 6 times in this battery than to one Lumix S5 Mark II battery, okay? It's the same battery in GH6, S5, and S5 Mark II, S5 Mark II X. So, you get about 5 to 6 of those batteries in this one, plus all these ports that I just mentioned right here, okay? So, it's a fantastic, fantastic buy, $124. Don't you worry because I posted the link in the description section to this battery for you to go ahead and check out. It's on Amazon, but as I said, it is way cheaper than small rigs. And trust me, I'm a small rig nut. I have so much small rig, it's ridiculous. I've done videos with small rig, some of you may have known when it comes to talking about video rigs and stuff like that. So, I have a I have a S5 Mark II, S1H, Nikon Z 8. I have one on that one. I love small rig, but man, you cannot beat the price from 239 to $124. Anyway, so that is the product highlight. Come on. All right, so hope you guys enjoy that. And no, no one is sponsoring me when I do these product highlights. I bought this myself from Amazon, and, I just thought how well it worked. Uh Since there was such a steep price difference, I was like, "Okay, let me see how this thing's gonna hold out." So small rig is, 100 $239, and this one's 124. I was like, "Alright, let me see what I'm not getting with this in performance." But I'm telling you, the wedding went smooth, and this made it so much of a joy to hold my rig when I needed to and to move it around when I needed to, while on a tripod and stuff. It was a great, great buy. So, I hope it helps somebody out there, alright? Let's check out some of these here comments. Oh, Phil, you're in New York City? Oh, shoot, I didn't know that. Hey, Rose. Nice. Hey, man, I'm telling you, I couldn't believe how good of a deal this is. I'm serious. I really, really am serious. And, of course, it just like small rig, I'm not sure if you can see it. See, you got all your meters here. It's telling you about the 12 volt, the 8 volt power usage. It has the, D-tap power usage, the USB-A. Hold on. Here we go. USB-A and USB-C power usage right there. I mean, this thing's pretty badass, and for it to be and it's small. That's pretty small. So, if you are thinking about buying a female battery, which I almost am gonna have to say is part of your and I did talk about it in my video, the main components of a video rig, um you need a V-mount battery. If you wanna do any sort of video production and you can't plug into a wall every time, and you shouldn't expect to have to be able to actually, you need a V-mount battery, and this thing is a beast. It'll work with any camera. You just have to make sure that you get, it does USB-C, on that port, so maybe your camera can connect there, but I connect mine with this. Check this out, folks. It's called a dummy battery. So I have a dummy battery right here. Let me see if I can pull this thing out. Alright, I got it all up in there. So here's my dummy battery, okay? Has the connections that a S5 Mark II battery should have right there, alright? I put it in here, it's hollow, outside of that, it's just a hollow shell. I close it, Then it has your DTAP connection right here. Let me see if you can see that. There we go. DTAP connection right there. And then I just connect it like so. Okay. All right. And then I turn this bad boy on, and then boom, bada bang. Okay. Once I get everything, how am I not doing? Oh, it'd be nice if you plugged in the monitor into the battery. That'd be nice if I did that. There we go. All right. So here it is. Camera's powered up. And then you can see right here, got my Field World 7-inch monitor right there. Boom, whole thing's ready to rock and roll right there. Perfect rig, 6K, open gate, 10 bit 420 cinema beast, ready to rock and roll. Nice compact little beast, okay? All powered with more ports to spare if I wanted to, um, just through that battery, so that's what's really awesome, okay? Let me turn this bad boy off. Sitting here playing with toys with you guys and gals. I'm sure there's a few out there. And if there's any female photographers watching, please give a let me know because I'd like to shout out some female photographers that's on here. Hey, Malcolm's in the house. Hey, Malcolm, if you want to jump on, I will be posting the link, man. If you want to jump on, Roy, I do like small rigs. You know what? I do too, man. I buy way too much of your stuff. Honestly. I'm about to buy something on Monday, actually. Anyway, it's a lens support to put underneath your rails, and it needs a little lens support right there. That's what I'm gonna get. So I can put a 24 to 105 lens in there and not have to worry about the mount, um, having to hold the whole support. Yeah, I love it here. It's a crazy place, expensive, dangerous, but great for street photography, arts, portraits, fashion. 100%. That's why I love New York. It's like it's a mecca to just shoot, and there's almost like not a bad place to grab a great photo. So shout out to New York. All right. All right, let's get to the next thing here. Um, Now let's talk about some of this here photo news. Oh, should we you know what? Let's get some people on here and talk about this news. I'd like to hear people's opinions. Right there, okay, I just posted the Jesus, this thing won't let me pin it to the top. But either way, I just posted join the panel, click that link, all right? Let me see your mug. You better have your camera on, and, you come ahead and join the panel. There you go. I think most of you see it. So if you wanna jump on, feel free. I'm gonna be on for another hour, and, we're gonna get to this here news, shall we? Let's get to this. Alright, like I said, I spared no expense for you. My graphics are amazing. Thank you, Canva. So, shout out to Canva. Just in case they wanna sponsor the show, they're more than welcome to, hit me up, info@rebelsilverphotography.com. Okay, um, now, we got a couple of things to talk about. Let me get to the first. Look at this one. This one's scandalous. I like it. I like the scandalous. All right. Check this one out. All right. Oh, let me take this stupid banner away. A politician caught stealing food photos over here. What the hell? Right? This is not what. This is no bueno. Okay. This is not good. Let's check it out, shall we? A Texas politician has found herself in hot water after it was revealed she's been posting images of food to her social media accounts that she did not create. That's right. It's not her photos. As reported, she's posted. Her name is Mira Flores. Has posted numerous photos that she passed off as her own, though they were stolen from multiple Facebook pages. Uh, ads off. check here. The post that started it all was a photo of food cooking over fire with Flores caption, "Ranch life with family is the best." She added a comment on the post claiming that it was a tortitas de masa. However, an ex user noticed that the same photo has been uh, posted to a Visit Ganya Facebook page in March 22. The food in the photograph is thus not Mexican food. Ah, yeah, sorry. So, not only did she steal the photo from another source, the claim is and claim it as her own, but it didn't even contain the food she mentioned. Come on. Do I have to hit it again? Yes, I do. Jeez. And here's the post, folks. Look at that right there. Shameless. Shameless is what happened when you look at these photos. It would be one thing if this was an isolated incident before, but unfortunately, as discovered in an investigation, oh, they're out here in the pig by the conservative website Current Revolt. It was not. Flores has shared many photos over the past few years of food that she claimed to have made, but the photos were stolen from various Facebook pages. Oh, God. Ironically, she shared one photo of tortillas and eggs on a stove with caption. As a proud Latina who knows how to cook homemade Mexican food, tastes better from a gas stove. The photo in question originally came from a 2021 post from Isabel magazine Facebook page, and it appears that the food was actually cooked over a wooden stove. Come on, she can't even get it right. Can't even get the lie right. Can't even get the lie right. Now, let's be honest. When I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing when I saw this. I was laughing a lot when I saw the story, seriously, because it just snowballed and snowballed and snowballed. And it's funny because I don't know if anybody's using my photos, but I don't know. It'd be hilarious to see how they would use it. But here you go. This is where um, copyright infringement goes wrong, right here, folks. Let me see. Oh, Roy says my audio. Oh my goodness. My okay. All right. Let me check. Let me check my audio right now. Let me see right here. And my audio sounds good on my end, but I'm not surprised. Okay. Let me check my all right. How is it now, everybody? How's the audio now? Please let me know. Also, just FYI, I did post the link to join the panel. Here you go again. Let me see if I can. Here you go. Click that link right there, and you can join the panel. But let me know if the audio is breaking up. It sounds like a few of you are saying it's breaking up. Second, that audio quality issue, hearing a lot of missing syllables. That's very odd. I don't know what's going on. You know what? I have something for you guys. Give me a second here, and I will take care of that in 2 seconds. I have something I can do, believe it or not. I always believe in contingency plan. All right? Give me a second. I'll have this issue taken care of. All right. I just did. Uh-oh, look who I got here. Let me know how the sound is. I just connected the Ethernet to my computer. So I was trying to mess with the Wi-Fi this whole time, but it looks like I can't trust it. No, I can't trust it. All right. Let me know how that is. All right. Wow, that's good. No, it's not you, Malcolm. No, guys. No, not at all. All right. So let me welcome my next guest as I fix this stupid audio issue. Come on now. Let's welcome Malcolm in the house.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
All right, man. I don't hear you.
No audio.
Oh, turn it up. Turn it up. I hear you a little bit.
Here. That better?
I
Better?
You know
Better?
what,
Yes? No?
Oh, there we go. Yes, now I hear you. Say something.
Okay. Yeah, is that working good?
Fantastic, man.
Perfect.
Fantastic. Woo! Jeez, I don't know what's going on today with these technical issues.
Right, you guys seeing the flicker in my image too?
You look good on my end.
Yeah, no white flicker.
I don't see any flicker.
Okay.
But I love your setup. I mean, wow. Way to go.
Yeah, it's coming together, man.
I love the vibe, the colors. I see you kept that color palette.
Yeah.
And Living Giant. I love that. Got the photos. Looks fantastic.
Yeah, that was a gift from my wife this Christmas, is the Living Giant sign. So very nice.
Excellent touch. That really brought some life to that corner too.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks great, man. It really does. So now did you see the story I just talked about?
No, I've been setting
photos?
up.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Let me just show you if you don't mind. I would like to hear your opinion. But check this out. The where is she? There we go. So this politician was caught stealing food photos, and not only stealing them, but also misquoting them. She's saying they're, Mexican food, and all of a sudden, really, they were from a whole different country, and all sorts of stuff. So it just looks like a slippery slope when politicians try to take photos, and then the lie just the one lie leads to another lie. You know what I mean? Has your photos ever been used, or someone ever used them before?
Not to my knowledge. I have had somebody claim that one of my moon photos was reversed, Google searched or whatever, and said I didn't take that. No, I can assure you I fully did, but it was just a local Facebook group. But the only, I guess the only other time I know that a photo was used without my permission that I actually asked to be taken down was the housing development I was in. I donated a photo for the Facebook web cover page that I took of the housing development. And the other group that was more than questionable ended up grabbing it and using it also, and I had to ask them to take it down. But and they did. Luckily, no issues there. But yeah, definitely probably caught them off guard. But that's the only time any of my photos I know of have been duplicated without my permission.
I haven't had. At least I don't know of any.
Yeah. It's in this day of age, the people that do it, I mean, you've got to know that everything's, I mean, like I said, you can reverse images, Google search an image, I guess. I've never done it, but to find the
photos.
The moon was like, well, yeah, I mean, it is the same moon. So
yeah, we're all looking at the same one in that case.
Yeah, but, I mean, I'm glad it was a good enough photo to be found somewhere, but
yeah, that's true. But yeah, I haven't had anything yet, but I remember Tony and Chelsea Northrup posted a video, I want to say 2 years ago, where they talked about, maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Talked about how they had to chase somebody over in another, I think it was China or something. And then after all the effort, they just broke even, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they didn't get a whole lot, but they got something because it was used in a campaign, which is Chelsea's photo on their book and they
Right.
just took it and wrapped it around like some hair product or
Hair
something.
product or makeup or something.
Yeah,
I remember seeing their video about that. Yeah.
that was hilarious. But but they have the money to fight that. But nonetheless, um, nowadays with all this technology, and matter of fact, that leads us to the next story. Check out this one right here. Okay, all right, you see that one?
Mhm.
Court docs reveal Midjourney wanted to copy the style of these photographers. Now this is where it starts to get really, really murky water, right? Because then,
Yeah.
like, if you're copying their entire style and approach, and then creating a photo, then isn't it not them? Then, like, how is it not theirs? But then, how is it not yours? Right? You see how muddy that water gets? Oh, before you answer that, we have another guest on the show. Let's welcome, come on, everybody, put your little digits together for Cooley. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, man. It's good to see you.
hey, it's good to be seen.
It's good to be seen. Hey, why are you so far away from your camera?
Well, because this is the photograph you man cave. I'm gonna call it now.
Hold on. Yeah, there we go. We
So
all
anyway,
need one.
I got a nice soft recliner. I can chill. I can anyway,
Relax and watch us do our thing, right?
Uh,
Awesome. Well, it's great to have you, man. I know you haven't been what was I think the last time you were on, it had to have been before I went to Greece. So it's been some
yeah,
time to have you both on the show.
yeah,
And I'm really glad I took that break. I kind of needed it. The fourth quarter was a lot going on, and but now I feel recharged and figured out a solid purpose for these live streams because I do miss doing them. I miss talking to all of you. I realize like when I don't do live streams, I'm like, yeah, I don't hear from these guys, and I realized that what we do here, going live, Malcolm, you going live, and we're all going live, it really is like some of the times where we all can get together, right?
Yeah.
Granted, you could say hi to me on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, but this is like it's more personal, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I enjoy going live and meeting. Cooley hangs out all the time with me, and we got Roy. I think he's here too. He jumps in on my live every now and then, and we have a good time just chit chatting. I mean, the conversations end up anywhere. I mean, if you come onto my live, you know that there's never any really real structure on my channel. When we do live, it's just kind of a good place to just hang out and talk about stuff, and we see where it goes. I mean, I've gotten into the late 3 or 4 hour nights, with with these lives, and I
Yeah.
mean, we end up on all sorts of conversations. It's, you never know where we're going to end up, but
yeah,
it's a good time to just get together and hang out and kind
Exactly.
of just relax with people and like-minded interest. And
Totally.
and the other thing I've learned, I'm working on my next video, which for me has been a big undertaking just with the studio thing. And if you follow my channel and
Yeah.
I've got the studio thing going on, I've made some videos around it. But I'm finally releasing a new Sony camera content video, and something I've been trying to do for 3 months and haven't done. But this live thing has helped me interact with this inanimate object so much better
Yes.
than before. Having that experience just talking to myself in this room, but it's totally different when I have you guys on the screen in front of me, and you can actually talk to somebody. And yeah, it's the editing is easier now for me. The whole process of YouTube is easier because
Less
now,
intimidating, right?
yeah. Because if anybody's ever tried it, to sit down in front of a camera and have a conversation, you realize how hard and awkward it is very quick. And then you add other people to the situation.
Yeah.
It
And the
becomes
camera
hard.
doesn't talk back. So
No. So this way it does, and you learn just that interaction with the camera more, because I keep it kind of simple in that regard. And let me see if I can show you my current
Yeah.
setup, because this is how I'm going to be on my lives now.
Hold on, let me see if I can let me make yours bigger.
Put my
There you
camera
go.
around here. See if you guys can see.
Oh yeah.
So I've got my laptop down here, which I'd have my YouTube stuff on, but then I've got the FX30, and right behind you is the 65 inch.
You have the FX30 right there. That's your Your key camera, obviously, right?
Yeah, and then I've got right
Okay.
behind. So like when I'm talking to you
Yeah.
guys, I'm kind of staring right at the camera when I'm talking to you guys now in this setup. And that's the way I did my live this last week. So, um, it works out well. So I know in lives we're always like this, looking at our screens, talking to each other, and it's like I like to be kind of more direct to the camera. So
Don't give away our secrets. What are you doing? No,
yeah.
no. Hey,
They're just
whoops.
praying for divine
Here
help.
we go. Sometimes I'm monitoring things. I look at my roadcaster, then I'm like looking at so no, you're right. And I have I'm actually streaming live. Now you can stream live straight to Instagram. So I'm
Yeah,
doing
I saw
that right
that.
now. Yeah, I'm
Hmm.
live on Instagram for the one person watching. And
Hey, I count. That one person matters. Thanks for coming in and watching our
it might be my
channel.
mother, so I don't know. No, there's 3 people watching. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Thank you very much, everybody. Plenty of people checked out, but checked in, but for sure. Oh, what in the world? How are you streaming like that on IG? RBJ's in the house. We all know RBJ. We got bro, it's called skills. Okay. No, it's called StreamYard. StreamYard allows you to do that now. But I think you have to I'm not sure if it comes with the free
It, it
version.
it does, but you can't do multiple platforms on the free version.
Oh, so on the free you only get one.
Yeah. So when I do mine and I use StreamYard also, after seeing your channel, you can select Facebook,
Mhm.
YouTube, or Instagram now, but you can only stream to the one platform at a time.
Okay. Yeah, I do the 25, and then that one lets you have 3. So I do YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay.
But when I was doing the $50 a month, I was doing LinkedIn, Twitch, I was doing
Oh,
all of it.
geez, yeah.
But the best ones honestly have been Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, obviously.
Yeah.
Twitter, not too much because I think my folks are kind of asleep by this time, or they're just not as active on Twitter at 6 o'clock at night, you know.
Yeah.
But maybe if I just switch it to photo Elon Musk, maybe that'll help my algorithm out. That'd be nice. But I'm really glad to see you all kidding aside. Going live will be part of my thing. As I mentioned at the beginning of the show, I'm actually going to do exclusive content for the members, photography, business news, and tips and tricks as well. And but I will be doing more live stream photo shoots. Actually, I'm going to be doing one. Hold on now. January. Should I schedule them out for you guys so you guys can see that I'm gonna do a live one? No, I'm serious.
You
Maybe
got to
I
put
should.
it somewhere. I mean, I,
All
I
right.
only remember things are happening when on notifications on YouTube, and like I
Okay.
saw yours pop up for 30, or no, when you posted the thing that you were coming on live because I didn't know otherwise. I was
Oh,
like, okay, cool, he's gonna be on tonight, so I'm gonna try to catch it. Then my phone didn't go off because we were busy doing we're setting up like new Alexa stuff in the house. So I've been doing
okay.
that, eating dinner, and then I thought, oh shit, it's 7:30. I got to jump on and say hi. And
Thanks, man.
so yeah.
Appreciate it. Okay. All right. I'll post those live photo shoots ahead of time just so folks can know that I'll be doing that because I those videos did really well. People love jumping on while I'm doing a live. But it's from my iPhone. It's from my iPhone when I'm out on the field. So I get comments like, "Why doesn't it look so good as your other live streams?" I'm like, "Bro, it's my phone. Okay, it's
I hate to tell you this, but Sony's got a system for that, but you got to use your phone.
yes. Lumix technically can do it. I got to figure out how to do it. Um, not with the S5 Mark II, but the
Yeah,
S5 Mark II X does it.
I think the A1, which and then the Sony Xperia Pro phone or whatever, does live streaming from the phone
Mm.
with the camera sensor. And while I know all of us are waiting to slap $8,000 down to be able to do that live stream, the technology's there.
I know it's there. Like I said, the S5,
There
the
better
S5,
be a whole lot of return on that one.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
get a heck of a return.
We need
Uh,
about 10,000 viewers this day.
yeah, once
More.
I could justify it, that's for sure. I'm
Yeah.
gonna need about 10 times more than the viewership I got right now. I'll tell you that. That's why I went back from the $50 a month to 25 because I was like, wait a minute, it's not justifying $50 times 12. Just do the math. You know what I mean? That's a lot of bread each year. That's a lot of bread. Matter of fact, how much is it? That's gonna be let's see who can do math fastest. We got 50 times 12 months, $600 a year. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I get some sort of return before I do that. All
Yeah.
right. Sorry, my fans. You gotta hit that like a few more times, okay? All right. So all right, let's get to we talked some about the news. What did
Yeah.
I oh the last thing I want to talk about was this court thing here. Check this out. I'd like to hear you look at this. All right. Look what Mid Journey. This is where it gets a little sticky, as I mentioned earlier. Right. Court evidence has revealed a huge list of artist names kept by Mid Journey whose style the IG image generator allegedly wanted to copy. Okay. Obviously, it included dozens of photographers. The database has 16,000 names that have been submitted as part of a lawsuit. Okay. The huge list includes thousands of artist names, both lived and dead, which I would assume. And then let's go here. And if you want glasses, there's an ad. No,
Hmm.
all right, but look at this. It has all these photographers here: Mario Testino, Annie Leibovitz, the best of the best, people, all sorts of folks, right? Now, what do you think? If I typed in, here's a question. If I typed in create an image, blah 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 image during the midday in, Annie Leibovitz style, right? A portrait. Is it mine or is it her? Like, who owns that? What do you think?
And we're talking about AI generated photos.
Yeah, Mid Journey. We're
Okay.
talking about this Mid Journey situation.
So I see it as us as photographers. I think we grow by what's the word I'm looking for? Mimicking or seeing something we like from another photographer, and we go out and try to do it.
Uh huh.
That's how we learn, and then you develop your own style and growth from that. So I think we all learn from somebody else at some point. Um, but as far as the AI issue, I mean that's a whole another ballpark, isn't it? Like
Yeah, because like, okay, so
if you take my camera and you push the button on it, you own that image.
100%.
And technically, I would say that the AI generates it. The AI owns the image. Now, I'm
Or,
not,
well, look
or
what drunk
whoever
wedding
owns the
photographer is
AI,
saying. Look what he's saying. He's saying the person who made the prompt owns
yeah,
it.
the prompt. Yeah, I
Yeah,
could. That
like you
would be the better
program.
way to put it. There's one telling the AI to do something because I mean AI is in all sorts of different programs that do these generations. I've never messed with it, so I don't know much about
So
it.
if you make a photo and a portrait in Annie Leibovitz's style, etc., and all that stuff, lighting, whatever she does, okay, you sell it for big money. She literally invested a lifetime worth of talent, and then you applied it onto your photo, and then now you own it, and not only that, are compensated 100% for that finished work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how does that make you feel? You know what I mean? Like, that's a
Are
dicey
are
area.
are you actually? I mean, I guess if her name is in the AI generation, then yeah. I mean, I could say that it's her
Like, hey,
name they're using to
yeah,
do
can't
that.
we can't we yeah, no, you see, that's a good point. So, that's right. So, you wouldn't be able to come up with that specific end result without
Without her
entering
name.
her copywritten her name. Like,
Right.
you wouldn't have the
It
photo.
I think we all can go out and shoot an image like that with the same lighting, the same technique, and the same coloring and the same edit, and it would be our image, and we'd all claim it as our own image. But
Yeah, that then in that case, it was influenced or motivated, inspired by whatever,
yeah,
but you didn't hire her, have
right,
her shoot it, and then
right.
claim it's yours.
But that at the same time, that goes back to if you hold a photo workshop and you have 10 people come and you set up all these shots for them, and they take their images, are you letting them own those images?
Yes, I would, but,
See, right,
yeah,
I would too,
because
but it'd be
'cause I've seen 10 people shoot the same rock, and it'll look like a different rock, so, you know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
Well,
th uh,
here's a question though: how did
what?
they, when the writers did that thing with the AI that was writing the stories and kind of cutting out the writer? How did they handle that AI and copyright and all that stuff on their stuff.
That's a good. I wish I had somebody who was part of the Screen Actors Guild. Because I
Yeah,
don't know the technicals of what they said is okay. Because they were fighting to protect themselves against that, right? Because
yeah,
because I've used Chat
and
GPT all the time, and that thing's crazy. It's awesome, and so you're absolutely right. It's kind of like that, but in this case for us, because Midjourney's working on these still images, but I forgot what company. Maybe it is Midjourney, but somebody else is working on um, AI generated video, and it's moving really, really freaking quick. And I'll tell you how fast it's moving, folks. Last week, I had a company. I'm not going to name them. They reached out to me to do a collaboration. Okay, and I checked out the software. Other big photography YouTubers that have already checked it out because they sent me their video saying, "Hey, check it out." I was like, "Man, let me just see what this thing's about." It blew my freaking mind. It blew my. I said it could replace my Lightroom. Put it that way. It replace Lightroom because I'm looking to get rid of my Creative Cloud because now it's $60 a month, and I'm like, man, I got to get rid of this thing. So I was going to switch to DaVinci Resolve, right? You know that one, Malcolm. I was going to
Mhm.
switch to DaVinci Resolve, and then if this software is what it is, it could replace Lightroom easily, and the editing capabilities is nuts, and it's all AI. It's all AI. Blemish removal, skin
look at what
removal. Huh?
look what Luminar Neo is doing. It's crazy.
That's
You
that's what I'm saying. It's like if we're not preparing ourselves to like for this, I don't want to say this introductory of new this disruption,
know,
right? Then we're gonna be left to the wayside. That's why these questions I just wanted to bring up because these are legitimate questions. As you said, Malcolm, like if we put in the prompts, right? If we put in the prompts, sure. If I say apple tree,
Mhm.
mid country, whatever whatever Tennessee and all that jazz in November, sure. But then as soon as I add someone, we're not talking about just Robert Silver down the street. We're talking about Annie Leibovitz or somebody of that nature, someone that is prolific in our community. Then it's really like I don't know. It's almost as if like maybe she set it up, but then you picked up the camera and took it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I guess that's the thing. I mean, I think what they maybe need to do with these copyrights and like the photographers like them, that have a name, is to sell their name out on that stuff. Have it if
Oh,
like I
that's a
said,
good point.
if their
Like a
name was
license.
on the prompt that went into it, have it
Oh,
flagged or like a tag or hashtag,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
No,
and then you have that right to use it if they allow you, or have those names blocked, or have yourself. You should be able to have yourself blocked from those services if you don't want to be used in them. Maybe that might be the better way to do it, because it's just like you know online security. We all want to make sure we're not out there floating around on the internet. So you do what you can to keep it limited.
totally. No, I think you have a good point. It's like, and a way to opt in if you do want to be a part of it,
Yeah,
right? Like a royalty
yeah.
situation. Because just imagine,
If the AI can find the person you're talking about, then it there needs to be some sort of throttling control to say, well, we're just going to do it, or we're not. And I think it's just in its infancy that eventually these things are going to continue to come up and pop up. And they're going to have to come up with a system, but that may be the answer. To like say, yeah, I'll allow AI generation to use my style or my name in their generation report or prompt, and
here's the thing is like I'm just looking right here. I'm listening to you, but here's my thing is like right now it's at its infancy, right? So they have to input the names and the styles of those names, right?
mhm,
Examples of their work in order to create that end result you want, right? So they say
right,
Anna Leibovitz, and then here's a bunch of her photos, for example, right? So because it only knows what you feed it, what you program into this to the software, right? So at that point, it should be pretty easy to be able to find. Actually, I know it has to be dumb easy to say,
yeah,
okay, that name has been used so many times this year, right? But let's just say, for example, you as a mega professional artist and you make, I don't know, quarter million, 300 grand a year on your work, right? Remember, they have licensing deals too and everything else from companies. So you're making all this money and from your style. This is you. And then this person could potentially create the quality of work you create or close enough. And they're making, let's just say they make half of what you make, but that's still a percentage that maybe you could have made due to your hard work and, years of perfecting your craft. So it's, I don't know, it's a little interesting. I don't know the answer, but man, yikes is all I have to say. It's just going to get more interesting down the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I doubt we're going to be able to solve it tonight. Okay, even though I have my new hat on, I doubt it. So there's a way around it, though. You can easily prompt in Vogue cover style. Okay, all right. So yeah, there are some workarounds for sure. Instead of saying specific photographer, perhaps. Um, but it was just a question I wanted to throw out there. So clearly, as you said, with these court cases, they're going to have to figure it out. And unfortunately, our federal government, who deals with copyright law, is probably powered by two people. You know what I mean? That agency is not funded probably at all. So
Yeah.
let's be honest. So oh well, we'll see what happens. We will just keep our ears to the streets. So good luck to all the photographers out there that may have an issue. All right. So Jesus, there we go. Like every key, I have to it's my whoops. Like if I press 1, 2, 3, 4, you know how it goes, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Anyway. He said by two people in their okay.
In their
90s.
90s.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cover style by two people in their 90s. By two people. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, there are workarounds, 100%. I'm just interested to see how things are moving really quick. Here's the good thing. These problems are coming up very fast, as you said, Malcolm, in its infancy. So these problems, give it 5 years, will be more resolved. But that does um
I think it'll fall back onto the photographers in a sense because you think about the copyright laws that the photographers hold of their photographs. Like it's a we have a lot of power as photographers.
mm,
To what we own, the way it's compared to what it could have been. You
mm,
know, and
yeah,
but at that being said, future laws changing in this, is it going to affect us on our press of the shutter?
man, it's I'm not sure what to say about the future. Right now, I'm worried about just diversifying my portfolio so that I can at least still say, "Hey, it's worth paying for me."
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That's a whole
Right.
nother question. Like, and yeah, more than ever, I realize how important it is to what do you call it? Uh, for you to be able to market yourself and separate yourself from the competitors because everybody has a camera. We all know that. I've been saying that for a long time. And your style and your technique is really your bread and butter to these professional photographers, Annie Leibovitz and everybody else, right? Ansel Adams and so forth. That's their bread and butter. That's literally their life's work of craft. And now
Mm-hmm.
we could type in, oh, here's my photo, make it look like the guy who spent 50 years living in the back of his car, uh, you know, neglecting his kids and everything else, so that he could take this photo, and then boom, now your photo looks very similar. That just, I don't know, it's cool, but
It's like cheating, kind of.
It's cheating, but it's like the modern camera. The guy what's that
I
bird?
guess you're right.
The guy was trying to capture where it's just the tip of the bird's beak was on the water, and it took him how many hundreds of thousands of shots
To
to
get that,
capture that perfect moment. Yet now you can go grab a new modern camera and go get that in an afternoon, probably.
it 30
It's
frames a
like
second.
yeah,
No,
it,
okay, touche. You got me right there. Okay,
it's technology advancement. It is now
it's
I
part of it. You're
part
saying.
of it. Yeah, and I think it may drive us as photographers as a higher marketable rate because we are real.
Mm, that's true.
It's not we're not a fake AI image. Like you could go take somebody's iPhone at a wedding and just boom, 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 and say, "Hey, AI, all these images to make them look great."
No, no. There is something to be said about being able to capture the moment right as it happens, like
Right.
weddings and stuff like that. And during the fourth quarter, I did 3 corporate photo shoots. Their headshots and stuff, and all of them paid. But, but what I mean is that is like they all wanted my style, but for their headshots, right? Okay, come and do what you do. So what I'm saying is there's enough clientele out there that still prefer and want you specifically to capture their headshots and do
Yeah.
whatever it is that you do. I don't know
Right.
how you do it, just do it and give us the photos.
Well,
And
that's like the way I treat my work is like,
yeah,
I'm more of a landscape guy than a portrait guy, but it's I don't want to put any composite work in my work. I've done it just to show examples, but never to like I haven't made a print of anything I've made a composite of because it wasn't real to me. Focus stacking is a technique that I would use. Because that's how you create an image. But every bit of it was real. But I don't want to go in and take and put a fake sky in on an image and say this is what I did. Now I've done it because I have Luminar and I've tried it and used that stuff. But
is it is it good?
I make it known that yeah, it's good, but it's I've
Oh.
made it known that hey, this is altered. This isn't the real deal.
Mm.
Um, and that's the way I like to treat it because I want to be able to go make prints and sell them at wherever I'm going to go sell them at. Like a farmer's market or
Yeah.
something local that they show local scenery. Um, but I want it to be 100% real when I go to sell a print. There's not going to be any, you know, maybe a Photoshop, maybe remove a piece of trash I missed. I might do that,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't go and change the sunrise or change the foreground or change anything major in the image. You know,
Add a tree. Oh, there it goes.
yeah, right.
No, yeah.
I'd want my work to be completely legitimate and real. In what it really was at that moment.
I here's the one thing of AI I love is like how it's being implemented in Lightroom. Lightroom is like night and day difference from what it was at 2020, at the beginning of the whole shutdown. I mean, the AI is incredible. I was editing photos today to deliver for a model, right? And I mean, the way it recognizes background, subject, face, and everything. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty damn. I'm like, yo,
Like,
it's so good.
it is, and I've been using DaVinci Resolve on the free version. I haven't even bought the paid version of it because I haven't reached a point where I'm like, I need this.
Wow, is
Well,
that good? The free version is that good?
I think so, but to my point is, my dad, he's retired now, and he's trying to find something to do this winter. So he's transcribed all his old 8mm Betamax tapes into digital.
Okay.
That led him into editing some family movies up, like
Mm.
putting this stuff together. So he asked me about DaVinci and started using it. He had his difficulties with it. He's struggled with it. He's got a Sony program that works just fine for him, and today he got the editing tablet delivered with his copy of Studio. He's got the actual
Oh,
board now that he can
okay.
control the program with.
Oh, he's got the whole thing.
He
Okay.
bought the thing, and
Wow.
it's a $400 little
Yeah, yeah,
keyboard thing with the wheel on it, but it comes with a $300 copy of Studio.
yeah.
But
Dang.
the stuff
Oh,
he's
for the
got,
400 something comes with the.
yeah,
Oh, that's a
yeah. If
good
you buy
bargain.
any DaVinci product, you get the Studio version with it. So
Mm.
yeah, that's how I told him to do it. I said, if you're gonna buy Studio, buy at least pay the $100 extra for the keyboard thing. But he's gotten it now, and he goes, one Studio, if you're on a PC, you have to have Studio for it to run well.
Yeah.
They now Mac, you get a pass on it, and you get the Studio version of how it runs on a Mac. That's why M1s did so well with it
Oh.
because it just handles it because there's no architecture in the M1 that lets it split it up like they did.
Oh, yeah, I've had good experience on my notebook with the M1, and I was like, "Damn, this thing's." As soon as
But
I
he,
can,
he
I'm gonna switch to DaVinci.
yeah, because he's on a pretty powerful little laptop he bought, a little Windows based laptop, but it was taking 30-40 minutes to render a 10-minute video where his little Sony program did it in 3. And he goes, "Why is
Oh,
DaVinci not doing?" I'm like, "Well, it could be the graphics processor." But then I remember as he started researching it more, I'm like, "No, DaVinci is better on PC with Studio. I've heard." Um, so that's how they get you to pay for it. They throttle it. But he's like, you can't believe anything. He's diving deep into the fusion portion of DaVinci Resolve and trying to really learn how to do all the text tracking and all the trick titling.
yeah,
And
yeah.
he's doing stuff. He goes, the way I can manipulate an image is you can't believe anything you see on the internet. And I said,
I know.
no.
I just,
Like tonight I was over there and picked up the kids. He's like, look how quick this mask works. And he just draws a line around the thing in the image, and boom, it's done instantly.
yeah, it's
It's
absolutely mind blowing.
yeah.
Hold on, I'm just saying hi to everybody on Instagram. Okay, letting them know. I here's the only thing about Instagram. I wish that all the comments would pop up with everybody else's comments.
Oh, it
'Cause I
doesn't come in on the StreamYard comments.
Yeah, you would have to open it on a separate tab,
Yeah.
and then you have to go back and forth. So it looks like I'm not paying attention to you, but I'm just monitoring all these open tabs. But your Twitter, if you stream to Twitter, it now shows up on your comment area here
Okay.
inside of StreamYard.
Yeah.
But not. I wish the Instagram would. No, that would be clutch. That would be awesome.
It'll get there probably.
All right, let's get to the main topic. I think, see, as usual, we are far from the main topic. Okay, let's get to that main topic, shall we? Here we go. My expensive, very expensive graphic. Here we go. Let's get to it. Come on now. All right, there we go. But absolutely very expensive and slightly depressing graphic. There we go. So, all right. So today I wanted to talk about finding motivation. And quite honestly, Derek was supposed to be on this stream with us. Okay. Because we had a great conversation like 2 days ago. I wasn't going to go live today, but then he brought up this conversation. I was like, dude, we need to talk. I think other people would really appreciate this conversation. And so I was like, dude, I cut him off in the middle of our conversation. I was like, we're going to go live, jump on. And then like 2 hours before we go live, he's like, oh, I got something to do. I'm like, son of a. So exactly. And I was like, everybody, I posted everywhere. I'm like, come on, man. Anyway, so he'll be with us in the future. But here's the thing. He was going over certain particular issues as a photographer, and most important, and I have too, believe it or not, and it all revolved around finding motivation and keeping inspired. We talked a lot just now about all this technology, which is gonna take some people's jobs, that's for sure. It's gonna make people a hobby real quick, make this a hobby for folks, or it's gonna make us think a lot more creatively outside the box when it comes to marketing our work, right? A photo of a bush isn't going to just sell anymore. You gotta do more to sell that picture you took. So there's a lot of disruption going on. Of course, they're always feeding you more and more cameras. You never feel like you have the right camera at the right time. You got to upgrade this and the lenses and all that. So we have the what do you call it, gas syndrome going on. So you have technology, you have the gas, and then you have the economy messing with you too. Higher interest rates, less money to spend, which ultimately affects us because unless you really need it, like a wedding, they may not pay you your couple $100 for that headshot, right? If they have to cut costs. That happened to me. And I had a client who needed headshots. We shot him, but he couldn't pay the remaining balance for an extra week due to, whatever. And it was all good. It was during the holidays, no problem. But the point is that has to be part of the conversation if you're trying to be a photographer today. And it could ultimately lead folks to feeling a bit, I'm not gonna lie, depressed. Okay. There's a lot of competition. Like I said, I typed in photography motivation on YouTube and saw a plethora of highly successful YouTubers. They're doing great video. And I'm looking at my channel. I'm like, okay, I might have 7,000, but these folks have 70, So you're not that you're trying to, but you subconsciously do compare yourself to everybody else. That's natural. So this is a fair conversation to
Well,
have.
hey, you know what? Just to chime in there real quick,
Yeah.
you've gained 2,000 since I've met you and found your channel. You know, hey, your growth is going. It's going, and
Thank
you've
you.
got to just keep at it. You know, hey, you know, we all know the struggle, and my struggle is, you know, real life, and you know, like I've been motivated just lately because I'm like, I gotta get these videos done that I have in my back of my head. But I've taken it to the next level of my own thought of like, I want this to be a higher quality.
Mm.
And I spent all last night. I spent 2 hours trying to get one light to work because I needed it for that shot.
Okay.
Like
So
you know,
hold on right there. Hold on right there. I like where you're going. Okay. I want to make sure we keep it around the topic because I like where you're going. Now, you see my channel, you see Vahagan, you see everybody else in our community, right?
mhm.
First of all, I have to give you a lot of respect, okay? Because you put one foot in front of the other. Okay. Shout out to you. You know, you go live, no matter the count, no matter what, you're improving your background, you're reinvesting, right? Like I invest in my lights, you're investing on your stuff. Your stuff looks phenomenal compared to when I jumped on when you first got your space and you were just setting it up.
Mhm.
And so kudos to you, man. Like you're doing great. Now, what is the driving force for your motivation as a photographer? I say that to you as well as everybody on the chat. What is it that drives you to keep pushing, even though you see everybody doing slightly better than you are at this current moment?
Ah, you got me on full screen. Jeez. Okay, so all right, put
uh,
me on the spot. Um, you know, for me, it's just trying to better myself with the craft, and one of the things I've always struggled with in anything I do is investing the time to learn to do it the right way. And I'm I'm kind of a I don't want to say I'm a half-assed guy as far as like, oh, it's good enough. I I with this studio build, I'm like trying to get it where I want it. I spent a week on my desk alone just prepping the wood
mm,
for it, you know, and making it right because I'm going to install it and it's going to be what I want. So it's learning to just slow down and take the necessary steps it takes. You know, like I had a problem with the coding, and my wife was out there looking at it. She's like, "Just sand it again. Just do it again." You know, yeah, you're right. Just make it right. So I've tried to slow myself down, and that's where I was just last night. I had to film, you know, just the B-roll of the camera I'm talking about, and I had one light that wouldn't work. I'm like, I can do this without this light, but I'm like, in my head, I want that there. I want that reflection of that light in this image, and I need to make this work. So I spent the time, got it working, set up my shots, and then I spent, you know, another 2 hours just shooting the couple little shots. It'll be like 10 seconds in the video, you know, and taking that time to better myself, better my content, because I've taken the lazy path. I look back on some of my older work on my channel. I'm like, man, I can't believe I did this so well. It looks so good. Why
yeah.
am I not doing that now? It's because I'm hurrying. I
Mm,
feel like I have to get it done. I have to meet that deadline. And I do want to keep a consistent deadline of every week. I won't do it. I already know my life won't let me do it. My life won't let me do that. My job, my family, there's too much other things I've got commitments for. But if this video doesn't make it this Sunday, it'll be getting better as I go, and I'll get the next one out.
that's right.
And you know, I'm in a position where I work full time. I don't rely on photography as a job, so I should probably invest more time into the craft to become better. And that's where my motivation is coming from now. Is that
Oh,
I want to I want to better myself at it, but I know I have to pace myself. And you know, a big lesson to me has been my dad. He's went from asking me all these questions of Da Vinci. Now he's teaching me all this new stuff that he can do in the full version he bought. You know, it's like, but he's got the time to sit there and invest in it during the day that I don't have. So I'm like, I need to get to a point of being better. I have to do that in my window of time. So I've set a new rule in the studio that this device won't be bringing in, and because how often do you end up like this on a project?
man. If I
You
look at
know,
Instagram one more time,
you know, so I've got to set myself a rule that, other than like tonight, I just rushed up here. I'm not going to bring it in here. It's going to stay. I don't need it to communicate to the wife and kids. That's why we've got these Alexas going in that we can drop in on each other and talk
Yeah.
and say, hey, I need you down, okay, and keep this thing out of my studio at night, because this has been a time killer
Yes.
that you just so quickly, as soon as I get a message real quick, when you check it, and then the next thing you know, it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, you're like, what did I just do?
That happened to me yesterday. The video I'm posting tomorrow. At the beginning, here's one thing. First of all, Malcolm, thank you for saying what you said earlier. It's sometimes hard to see the progress when you're in the trenches, right?
Yeah, right.
It's hard to notice you just pushed another 30 yards, when you're in the mud.
Yeah.
But one thing I've noticed and I'm really happy for is that I'm way better at talking off the hip now. I'll just think of a topic, give me a second or two, and I just start talking and I'll edit it, I'll fix it later and just
Right.
regurgitate. I used to have to do so many videos and heavily rely on my teleprompter, which I have set up. And it's a great tool, but I used to be dependent on it, right?
Yeah.
And to your point with the phone, if I have this thing near me and I see a notification, I took another 20 minutes scrolling and answering or whatever, and I just realized, bro, you are such a, and it's part because I know I could be a big procrastinator,
Yeah.
seriously. And that damn phone is one of the things to get me demotivated, right, or
Yeah.
unmotivated. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Hold on, I think we have Cooley. Do you have how and where do you find some motivation as a photographer, Cooley?
Well, I have to admit, some of my motivation is money. I like making money.
Hold on, brother. I think I got something for you. You talk about that money.
Ka-ching,
Okay.
ka-ching. But I mean, another motivation is really have to love what you do. Plain and simple. I have to admit, photography. I live and breathe this stuff. I mean, I even watch videos I already know how to do, just to kind of maybe even get that little glimmer of some just tiny bit different that you can kind of inject in what you do. So my wife thinks I'm a YouTube junkie, but
It's all right. Hey, brother, let me tell you, YouTube is the #1 streaming platform in the world for a reason.
in
So,
the universe.
man, I'm telling you. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hello? Yeah? There's what? Light? Oh, okay. I'm streaming. Thank you. My brother's telling me there's food upstairs. I'm like, okay. I'm streaming. This is real. Anyway. Anyway, I can just imagine, you're at a news, like a actual CBS broadcast center, and somebody's like, "Hey, your coffee's ready." And I don't care about the coffee right now. And so for one thing that I find motivation, to your point, Cooley, lately, especially when it comes to filmmaking and videography, has been YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I have a whole nother channel called Day One Films, right? And it's only my film work, but I use it to watch tons of filmmaking, lighting, cinema lenses, all sorts of stuff to educate myself. And I actually get pumped, actually, a lot of times. Like I built the rig. I didn't mean to, but I was just so psyched about what I saw on some videos. I was like, I'm gonna build this thing out. And it turned into a video that I'm gonna share with all of you.
Yeah.
So, but I did find some excitement and motivation. Videography and cinematography has actually reignited my excitement for photography, obviously in cinematography as well. Because I think cinematography for me is just so much more dynamic and it's a hell of a challenge compared to, I mean, not to say photos aren't, but now you're adding audio, you're adding movement, storytelling, all these sort of elements that's built on top of photography. So, you got to be good at that. But it's so much fun and I love the challenge and it involves people. Photography, you can go out with your tripod, shoot, and call it a day. or talk yourself out of it, because I've done that a million times. Like, I'm just gonna stay home today. But cinematography, you're like, now I got 3 of my buddies, 5 of my buddies. I can't call out now. Um, and it involves a team, and now you're doing something with other people. Does that make
It's like
sense?
photography is a two-dimensional image and photography is three-dimensional.
Yeah,
You
video
have to,
now, and it's audio too. Let's add that
yeah,
dimension
you
to
add
it.
the dimensional of audio. You and then
Half your
yeah,
half the comments are, "You sound choppy today." You know what I mean? So, so audio.
and with video, you get into a bottleneck of like I can only do so much as one person. You have to have support and more people to do video. So it's
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I just got 2 PAs for my film next week, production assistants, and and I'm thinking to myself, God, with all these extra hands, I could do so much more. So, like, and the best projects are always with a team. Even if it's a photography, you got the model, you got maybe the creative director or your client, you have their hair, makeup, yada yada. Like the more of a team you have, the bigger successful project you can do. But the moral of the story for me is that getting a little bit out of my realm has actually motivated me to explore more in light and sound and cameras too. And if you like spending money coolly on gadgets, wait until you get into cinematography. Boy, oh boy, it doesn't end. Right, Malcolm?
no.
You're like, ooh. I mean, I'm telling you, bro. I have said to someone lately. I said, 2024. I'm not buying anything except if that Lumix S1H Mark II comes out. I'm getting it ASAP. I'm getting that. But that's just the way it is. Thankfully, though, especially in filmmaking, the the you really do get what you pay for in video, right, Malcolm?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, I mean, as a freelancer, just a solo videographer, and the little things I've done, it when you try to price yourself, you're like, how do you do this? And you dive into the pricing aspect of videography. It's there's so many more dimensions of how you price it. It's
Yeah,
not like, hey, we're gonna go do a photo shoot. Oh, what are you gonna charge? Oh, it'll be $200. We'll do a shoot. No, it's you charge your time on yourself. You charge the camera equipment, which you own the equipment. No, but you're paying for wear and tear. You, you've got to buy your production assistants, your sound assistants. You pay for their day rate into it. Oh, you want to make you're doing a business. You need to factor in 10% profit on
I
top of
know, I
everything,
know.
just as a profit margin.
When I was pricing myself to a client, they're like, "Oh my god, how does it cost that for 2 hours?" I was like, "Oh, let me count the ways. First of all, Uncle Sam gets 27%. So let's just start. Let's put that
Start
into
right there.
reality.
Yep.
And then I charge not pro bono. It's called a la carte. So you're only I'm charging you now is for me to show up and shoot it. Now, if you want editing, that's another situation. And people, I think it's hard for them to understand why it costs that much more compared to photography. And that's before you pay for a model or a subject if you needed it, and the makeup for that subject, you know? So yeah, video, it is a lot more pricier, but I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of fun with video. It's just something so it's I just love video. I was watching Peaky Blinders before we streamed, right? And I'm thinking as a cinematographer, I'm like, damn, the composition, the lighting, I'm like, yo, this thing's great. I can see camera movements and like, oh, I see what it's doing here, right? The story it's evoking in that shot, the messaging. I'm like, damn, this is great. And I'm like, I could apply that into my photography, right? The composition. So it feeds both beats. I don't know, but
Well,
filmmaking. Oh,
it's
I'm sorry.
it's
Go ahead.
no, it's that, and yeah, there's a lot about the composition, and it's like for some reason I don't know why my feeds on my phone have been pulling up these movie location photographs. Like, hey, this is where this
Oh,
film was shot at this scene, and it shows a current photo of it. Well,
oh,
one of them was the original Fast and Furious movie where they're Paul Walker and Vin Diesel sitting at a restaurant, there on Highway 1 looking over the coastline.
Yeah.
And they showed the picture of that table where these guys are sitting at. This is the shot, where this movie scene was shot at. But like, compared to the phone picture, which was a very wide angle shot, you realize they shot this movie scene at like 100 millimeter or
Mm.
200 millimeter, it seems like. And and then I started really looking at the differences in it. Like, okay, I've known focal lengths affect things like that, but
Yeah, compression and everything.
yeah, with the compression and how you line up a shot. But like, watching the movie, you don't realize you're watching something so zoomed in like that, on the
Yeah.
compression of getting the across the street, the ocean much closer to them on the table, versus that shot. And I know that's always existed. I've always seen that, but just that one example just like kind of went boing.
Well, let
Like,
me show. I'm going to show you
okay,
something.
you've got to really plan your shots out. And
Check this out. You guys have you heard? Jeez, if I can only get my fingers right. You ever heard of this? It's called Shot Deck. Okay. Shot Deck is really awesome. A lot of filmmakers and commercial folks use Shot Deck. I pay for I bought it, I pay it yearly. Now you could type in, I don't know, let's just say Joker. Okay. And they don't sponsor me in any way, but they sure can if they want. Just putting it out there. But look, this is exactly what you're talking about right here. Now I use this to create pitch decks and mood boards for my film crew. My people say, hey, this is where we're going for, and composition wise, etc. But let's say if you want this shot right here, you guys see that? Look at the tones it's
color
giving you.
palette, yeah.
It's giving you the location. It's giving you, okay, that was a stage in Brooklyn. It's shot with an Arri Alexa 65. You know what I mean? It gives you the whole breakdown.
Can show you the focal length.
Sometimes it does.
Yeah.
Here's look, it's shot at a 1.85 aspect ratio. Time period 1980s. But yes, in a lot of cases, it gives you the focal length and the aperture and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see if it does another one. Panavision. Okay, here we go. 80-40 Baylor zoom. Panavision 7200 millimeter. See that right there? So
Yeah, I mean, just look at that shot, the way the bars are up next to them, and
exactly.
pulling all that together.
But they probably had space behind them to back up that much to shoot at 7200.
Yeah.
But that's gorgeous, and it really pulls him like so into the film, where all those bars are more like pleasant frames versus a distraction, right?
Right, yeah.
And the lighting, of course, is spectacular, so that doesn't hurt. But okay, so like here's another one, and this is a 35 mil right here, wide angle. Okay, and look how high it is. This is interesting.
Yeah.
This is much higher versus eye level.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty cool perspective from there. But and this is a still shot we're getting excited about here, folks. So imagine when you're applying video, but you could apply this, you could get inspired by all of this and then bring it right to your photography. I mean, they're both synonymous with they're both interwoven with each other, right? So anyway, I just wanted to show you this. It had nothing to do with anything for tonight, but since you brought up photos or like finding inspiration about the metadata of these film screen pulls, Shot Deck is one place that you can go to. It's really awesome. So anyway, that's a commercial without being a commercial. And yet I have plugged something else that won't sponsor me. So there we go. Okay. So anyway, I thought you might get a kick out of it, man, being a videographer.
Yeah, that's cool stuff. I mean, it's cool to be able to go on to those, oh, I like this scene in this movie. I mean, I remember when I first really started messing with Lightroom and photography at that time, I was late to the game by several seasons, but I started watching.
You were late to the season, you said?
No, yeah. What's this show? Oh my god, I can't believe I can't think of it now. It's like on the tip of my tongue. The dragons, the dragons.
Oh yeah,
HBO,
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I wasn't watching the show. I was watching the lighting techniques in that show because it's unreal. Like when you really you look at it, like how do they light this scene? You're like looking at all the different light sources of how they built the depth and how they
and the green screen.
Yeah, and you know, and then you've got like the Star Wars shows where they're filming on that whole big panel now, and you know, able to do that kind of stuff. But just the lighting techniques in like Game of Thrones, if you've watched it, go back and
Yes.
watch it for the lighting, because the lighting was phenomenal in it, I thought.
Oh,
And as I got into photography and started learning more about lighting, and actually learning the techniques used for lighting, I started watching TV shows and stuff, watching the lighting, not watching the show. Like I'd sit there and pause the scene, like, okay, what do they use here?
hmm.
How do they light this to make
So
it look like
Netflix,
this?
so Netflix has been a source for you to find motivation and
Yeah,
inspiration.
yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? You talk about lighting when they're on the wall, right? That whole
Mhm.
area, or when they're in the north where it's all frozen. The lighting in those two environments have always been so awesome and dark and dramatic. I loved it. I loved it. So shout out to Game of Thrones. We're currently binge watching it now because the new season, okay, the new season, folks, has been announced. Okay. It's supposed to be spring or summer of this year. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna binge the whole thing. And then anyway, I'm a nerd, so I don't know what to tell you.
Well, me and Cooley, we get into Star Wars, Star Trek stuff all the time. So
Oh, okay, there you go. So it's not too far off. Yeah, it's all right to like dragons nowadays. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Cooley's the one with the Enterprise back there on the shelf.
Oh, oh,
And I got
geez.
little Star Trek figures that are ornaments that talk and do they do the what is it, the
Oh, there it is. Dang.
mirror
Okay.
mirror, yeah, mirror stuff.
Yeah, I see it over there
I
now.
got another one I got still put up. My brother for Christmas bought me a Star Trek clock with all the different like backlit images of the Enterprise.
Of the different enterprises.
Yeah, I'm out of control. Yes, I am.
That's crazy. That's
Hey,
awesome.
but you guys remember when Herb Ritz, who he's passed a while back, but he used to do the most amazing Janet Jackson, uh, George Michael videos, and he lit these things. It was like, wow. I mean, there's one where they're outside, bright sunlight. He's using the bright sunlight, the white site that they built out there to do the outdoor pictures, and it was like, whoa, you know?
Oh, he used a psych wall and shot it outdoor.
Yeah.
Dang.
It built. I mean, it must have been some serious moolah.
Yeah,
On that account or on
You
that
said
shoot. You know?
you said who was it? Janet Jackson? Yeah, I think they got the money for that one.
Yeah. And
Well,
it was other ones like George Michael. Remember when he did that one with the what was it? I don't know. He had all the supermodels in there. He set his jacket on fire. Remember?
Oh shoot. Okay, I think I remember that video. That was an MTV video back in the day, right?
I
I'm
used to
gonna
watch
I'm gonna
MTV
pause out
videos
for a
just
moment. Oh, I'll
for
be
the
right back.
ideas.
Okay.
All right, Malcolm. Hold on. I think I have. Let me see here. Mel says I don't have as much gas anymore after I get my 85 1.2 and Plena. I'm good. Wow. That's major, man, to have that. That's
Yeah.
nuts right there.
I mean, I have to admit that's cool.
Oh,
I
you say
think people too much. I think people too much put too much emphasis on bokeh, though. I really do. You know?
yes, but I'm not gonna lie, that Plena is
Yeah.
pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
I may have to gas out on that, but like way later on in the year. That lens is I mean, I reviewed the 85 one too,
Yeah.
but that Plena is something special, like really special. Also, the autofocus is crazy fast for it to be a prime. I've never had a prime that's like that. And let me tell you, it was really beautiful and accurate and sharp as shit. So
Now, how many Z9s do you have now?
you said how many Z9s?
Yeah. I thought you
I
had
have
two of them, no?
I have one Z9, one Z8, and a ZF.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? This little bad boy right here, right there. You
He's
know
a,
this one. This with the 40 mil kit lens, and I was really shocked about this lens. I mean, this lens is only $300 or something, but it's freaking sharp as hell. I was really, really impressed with the autofocus and performance of this lens.
now the
Uh,
ZF is only 25 megapixels, right?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
but and it has the small rig cage on it. That's
Yeah.
why it has such a nice looking grip.
Uh,
And I'll have to say, I have a lot of fun shooting this lens. So we're talking about being motivated. I
mhm.
know this was gas, folks. I get it. I know me getting this camera. I didn't need this camera at all, like at all, zero reason. But damn it, it's fun. Okay.
Right.
And this really got me motivated to want to get out the house and just shoot, not like for a client or a picture perfect photo for Instagram. Sure, I made tons of content off this camera, and you guys seen my photo shoot review of the camera, right? But man, this thing is super fun. Okay. And I love the size. Yeah, it's 25 megapixel, but guess what? You loyal followers out there, the photos I post are only about 2 plus megabytes, so you don't know anyway. So
Yeah.
and they compress that. So but I'm really
Does that
happy
come
with
with
it.
a vertical grip? Do you get a vertical grip for it or no?
I don't think you can, but let me ask you this, okay? I'm gonna answer you with a question. Why in the hell would you want a vertical grip with this cool camera? It's so cool just the way it is.
Might as well go. Might as well go full retro. You know.
Well, if you go for that, then it's almost the size of the
If
Z8.
you got a full retro, you get one of these.
Oh boy.
Boy,
Hey, that's okay, brother. Hold on now. I got something for you too.
roll.
Yeah, there you go.
I still got the past on it. But nonetheless, yeah. You see, that was the thing. When the ZF came out, I wanted this experience, right? Coolness. I wanted a cool freaking camera. Do you mind? And that's what this was. I thought they knocked it out of the park, quite honestly. And it's fun. And if I'm out on a trip again and I gotta do something for you guys, I could just, hey man, now I could get my vlog on and the focus is good. Man, are you kidding me? This camera's awesome. I don't care what anybody says. I'm bringing this to WPPI. I can record my videos with you guys as well as shoot photos all in one camera.
When is WPPI?
The first weekish or second week of March.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it might be the first or toward the end of the first week.
Was it going to be the Vegas or it's going to be?
It's always in the Vegas. It'll be at the not MGM. Damn it, I can't which one it is. But either way, it'll be at one of their damn hotels. But it'll be the same one as last year. But I'm really excited. I'm gonna be there for extra long this time. I showed up a day late and left a day early last time. I'll stay every day. I'm gonna be bringing you guys tons of content. So if you can't go, live vicariously through my channel, which means feel free to press that like, that share, and subscribe. Okay.
I want to go to that one place in Vegas that it's outside Vegas where they have it's like a photography prop heaven. They got an old crashed airplane. They got like a little bit of a ghost town. They've got what's those guys' name? Chopstick guys have one every year. They go there and do like a. You have to get a. Why do you? Whatever happened to the days where you could just go somewhere and shoot? Now you got to get a permit.
Oh man, because that's well, you have to get a permit. And a lot of times you have to get what do you call it? You have to get commercial liability, so that in case a stand drops and hits one of their tables or something, and then you have to get bonded. You know, it's a big deal because it's big money. It's tax revenue. It's an art tax, is what I call it technically.
Yeah,
I understand commercial liability because, like, if you go in a hotel and you hit a vase or something, a vase or whatever, who's gonna pay for it, right? And they're gonna get their money somewhere. By the way, he said, Drunk Wedding Photographer says he wants to get some industry awards and recognition. That's my motivation for this year, which is pretty cool. I've definitely have gotten some more recognition through like getting published and stuff like that. For 2024, did that plenty enough. And if that helps you get motivated and want to pick up the camera, I think that's phenomenal. Go to ppa.com. They're always doing some sort of photography awards, or at least give you links and resources to them. So go for it, man, and then submit some of your work to some magazines. Okay, use Caviar to submit your images. We got Greg in the house, Darmuk, and Gerard at Tanagar, Tanagra, and the walls fell. Oh, he's talking about
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. You know what? That's right. Hey, that was the coolest part of the last season, but the last season one was a bit trash, writing wise. They really kind of got lazy. No, I mean I won't have was after I get those two. I haven't gotten them yet. Oh, he hasn't gotten those yet. Okay, got you. Well, brother, I mean, if you have an 8518, I'd say hold off on the 8512 and get that Plena, because that Plena is plenty awesome. Would you get the Plena or 85? Well, I guess I just answered it. I don't have I tested the 8512, but I will be buying that Plena soon enough. Maybe 6 months or something. The Plena for sure is worth. I think that lens is spectacular. 25 megapixel is perfect. The less megapixel, the better the dynamic range. Well, there you go. But then again, I've never really worried about dynamic range. I know a lot of people talk about it. Where I notice dynamic range affect me the most is in video. Malcolm, what do you say?
I say that's very true. I mean, in photographs, you have a lot more control to just control the individual frame.
Totally.
Than moving frames and trying to get that, what is it?
Get it right in camera.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. Our photos are one frame, and not only that, they're a high bit rate.
Very high bit rate. Where video, you're getting into shooting RAW, which cameras do very well, but I mean, I haven't even messed with RAW yet because I can't afford to mess with RAW.
Yeah, the space and everything else. No, you're absolutely right. I think so too. I'm more worried about getting it right in camera, and that's why they have so many aids. They have dang it, not
there's a lot more forgiveness in photography with dynamic range than there is video.
Totally. Now you're using false colors. You don't need false colors in photos. You look at your back screen. It says overexposed because it looks overexposed. You know what I mean? So I agree that little powerful camera is fun to go out and shoot with, especially being able to switch to black and white. Yes, that's my fun thing. I'm not sure if you guys follow me on Threads or my here, let me show you guys.
Does it shoot raw in black and white?
Yeah.
So you're capturing the black and white, and you don't have an option to go back to color.
Yes, because I shoot both high res fine JPEG as well as RAW, and yes, the JPEG obviously is black and white, but I do have that RAW file, and what I've been able to do is I'll shoot with this camera, and it's Bluetooth connected to my phone as soon as I turn it on, just like your headphones would. And once you do that, it auto downloads straight to your phone, and then you could tell it to download a 2 megapixel or 8 megapixel, like a 4K size image. I do 8K. I do 8K. I do the 8 because I at least want the highest res, and then I edit it in Lightroom Mobile, and then I post it. And I'm telling you, that's such a cool camera.
When you're shooting the black and white, is the viewfinder black and white?
Yeah, you're seeing it in black and white.
Okay.
It's previewing, and then you know right here.
So you're cheating. Oh.
Of course. Of course. I mean, you want to talk about cheating? It's telling you black and white right here. I mean,
no. But I mean, an old film camera, at least you saw color.
Nah. I'm sure I could change it, but let me tell you about this camera, okay? You don't get this camera to just sit there all damn day trying to get it like old school, okay?
I was goofing around, man.
I know. I don't have that kind of time. I want to see. Okay, that looks good. Let's. But you know what though? Because it has all those mechanical buttons, just like the old school, it's photography all over again.
It'd be a lot of fun. That's why I like picked up these. Like when I found this little Zeiss camera, it's all
Yeah,
mechanical. It's 1959.
it looks
It
so cool.
works. It functions.
Uh-huh.
You can change the lenses out on it. Check this out if you haven't seen one of these.
Oh,
There's
that's
the
cool. Here, put it up to let me make that a little bigger so folks can see it. Oh yeah,
yeah.
there you go.
You can at my face. It'll focus on it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this is the 50 1 2 1 8. No, 2 8 50 2 8, and they make like 4 or 5 different lenses that snap into the front. You're just changing the front element.
Oh,
Crazy.
that is pretty cool.
But yeah, this little thing you can pick them up pretty cheap. But it's the thing's a tank. It's just built so freaking well. It's got a leaf shutter in it. But this to me, like, okay, I want to buy some film and put film through this camera more than any of the other film cameras I bought.
You're just excited to pick it up and use it.
Yeah, I want to go use this thing, and I haven't yet just because I'm doing all this other stuff. But that's
Sorry,
yeah.
you're busy being guest on other people's stream, doing your own stream.
Yeah. But eventually, I'm gonna do a video on it. I want to find the history on this because there's very minimal history on this camera out there on the internet. So
Yeah, make a
good
video.
informative video about this camera would be fantastic. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that.
That's dope. Fel, I love the grip. I know he doesn't like. He's saying he doesn't like it. Man, it changed. It changed my life using this grip because I need that grip. He likes the retro version, but when I'm out in the streets, I like to have a firm grip. Maybe it's just because I'm in a city and there's thieves amongst us. So, but I would love to get that Japanese grip, but can't find it. And the one I found is crazy expensive, 300. Oh no! My grip was $40. That grip that goes on there was $40. March 3rd, Sunday. Oh, okay. That's when WPPI is then. At the Mirage, yes, that's what it was. I thought they were tearing that down. That's what they were talking about last year, but I guess not. So there you go.
I was there this summer. The only thing I remember cool about the Mirage when I walked through is it's like you have that breezeway that you walk through, and it's just constantly a breeze. And just
where the waterfall stuff is, and you talking about in there?
No, just their main corridors, like on their main floor when you're walking through the place. You have a constant breeze going through you. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I like it. I enjoyed my stay there. The room was fantastic. Zero issues, seriously. So I'm glad to be there again. Most importantly is that I'm glad that we're staying in the same place as the event, because I've heard other people get other places somewhere else, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with the travel, nothing. I want to be in case the party, drink a little too much, and then waddle upstairs. There you go. That's all I'm talking about. I'm just putting it out there, folks. You're gonna see a different side of me, maybe. Star Trek STNG reference. Oh, that's what that was. Okay, thanks, Greg. That is something that Cooley would know. You know what he's talking about?
Star Trek.
The Next Generation
reference?
I think that's what it is. When he was talking earlier. This is what
Mark and Jared.
I got one of those too here.
Right here.
I'm a bit of a Trekkie, but I don't get that one, so I must not be that.
And Gerard, I think is the is he the one with the visor?
Oh,
Jordy.
Jordy.
Oh, Jordy. Okay. Oh, clearly I'm just messing up all this. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. The Trekkies are gonna get me after this one. I'm gonna see it in the comments.
Season 5, episode 2.
Shameless.
Voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
Oh boy, I thought we were I thought we were geeks about this camera stuff. We're getting out of control here.
It doesn't take pictures.
I like cameras.
Oh, if it took pictures, we're really in trouble. Bell says, yeah, but with the Plena, don't you have the stand from your model super far if you want a full body shot? You do, but I'll go check out my review. I posted photos in the video of how of the full body photos, and also incorporated the environment. Yeah, I needed a lot of space to back up, but I mean, that lens is just the performance is what you get out of it is crazy. I was able to shoot cyclists going by me and freezing them with autofocus with the Z8 was awesome. Man, that planet is awesome. And it's like $300 cheaper than the 85 one too. Okay. Oh, season 5 episode. Okay. Will the Z Oh, here we go. Will the ZF generate regular RAW files alongside the JPEGs when it's black? Yes, it does both. It does both, everybody. It does
Yes,
both.
that's what's different is because the Sony's will do black and white mode, but you only get a JPEG.
Oh.
You can't record in RAW in some of the shooting modes on the Sony's, at least on the older ones.
Copy that. Give me here. I'm gonna let me see if I can show you guys. Whoops, wrong. Yes, I'm looking up some files here from a photo shoot. Here we go. Here we go. I'm on now. Hard drives. Oh, I just had to buy a 16 terabyte hard drive. Okay, that's my life starting
I feel
2024.
that.
And the last one was a 12 terabyte. And now I have to go to 16. I mean, I'm out of control here.
Next thing you know, you'll have a NAS.
Dude, I almost bought one, but then I was like, all right. I found 16 terabyte for only 272. So I was like, all right, that's a steal. But the next thing is a NAS. I have to do the Tony Chelsea Northrop route and I had to put on my big boy pants. All right, so let me show you this window, everybody. See how the heck can I show you this window?
Be right back, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna show everybody the raw stuff. So you do what you got to do. I'm gonna share this window. Where is it? Oh, there we go. All right, guys. Let's see if you can you see this window? Yeah, you see all my files here, right? Let me see.
Not right now.
It's all right, brother.
It's just your bright and shiny face.
Nice. With my hat. Don't leave out the hat, please.
Hey, do you have any of those hats that are fitted? Like
They are fitted.
75 Is it? Is it fitted?
It's a fitted trucker hat.
Sweet.
Yes, I love trucker hats. I don't know. It's kind of cool. So I was like, all right.
I got like over 40 hats now.
Well, I want to see if you guys like them or not. Should I order some more? I don't know. So I wanted to first see how the fit was, but the quality is fantastic. I got it from Vistaprint.
Or is it like a?
It's embroidered.
Well, no, but I mean, you put the hat on. It's like a. They have like these sizes, like large, like.
Good question.
Large.
I'll double check because I have a small little bean here, but the flex. Let me see if you can see the flex. Here we go. The flex is pretty good. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So it's a flex fit, yeah.
Exactly, it's a flex fit. It fits real comfortable. I'm really picky about hats because sometimes they just hurt me somewhere, and this has been comfortable. I wear it a lot. Let me show you right here, guys and gals. All right, so you see my files, right? See the files, Greg. I hope you're still here. So
the second one is what, a JPEG or is that still a raw file?
Yeah. So you see, look right here. So that's right out of the camera, black and white, ZF. Okay. And then here's the raw. Okay. I can't view it obviously, but there's the JPEG, and then right next to it is the raw. So Greg and whoever else, it does both. It does both. Okay. So I just want to show that part.
So a raw file and a JPEG, but the JPEG's black and white.
Yes.
Okay.
But the raw is raw. You know what I mean? Yeah. But when you go into Lightroom, you can see camera profile and just look for the black and white that you had it on, and it'll just go to the same black and white.
Oh, okay.
In Lightroom, yeah. You can tell camera profile. I'm staying at Luxor only because a homie hooked me up with a camera. Oh, dope. That's awesome. Well, shout out to your homie. Maybe I need a new homie.
We should all go and we should do like photo shoots at night. Just not sleep at all for however many days.
I don't play. You said and don't sleep for however how many days. That sounds awesome. Hey man, I'm gonna.
Go shoot stuff in the evening, and then
Well, here's the
I don't
thing.
know.
I wanted to do that last time, and then like I went up and down the strip, and then I was like, and then I had 4 more days left, and I was like, well, I've seen pretty much what I want to do, and you get off the strip, it gets very dead real quick,
Yeah.
and but I would love to meet up with some models there. That's what I should do is.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
Hmm. Uh, let's
I
see.
might have to bring my wife, so I don't know. She can stay in the room.
Oh, he misspelled it. It is Jalad. Jalad. You know that name for Star Trek?
There's Jordy. There's
I don't know what. Yeah, that's who he's saying. It's all good. He says, "Oh, love it. Okay, great. I'm glad."
I'm still
Cool.
waiting for Star Trek. What's that one? The new one. Because of the writer stuff, they just kind of mess things up.
Oh, yeah. The writer
Yeah.
strike.
Strange New World, I think it's called.
It's a new one.
Yeah, the new one with Pike, who keeps having flashbacks of how he's going to die.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah, and then but the last episode they were fighting the Gorg, and I don't know if you remember the Gorg from Captain Kirk that he fought. Obviously, the effects are like way better. It's like it's
Well,
like
I'll check it.
during
I'll
the
check it out.
night with I don't know.
Real quick, Phil says thanks. I might get that one then. I have the 8518, so maybe I might make more money if my clients are super impressed with what they see with the lens. Oh man, I think you're gonna be impressed with the 8512, but I just think that if you already have an 8518, so you already could get that compression with the 85, and yeah, a client's not gonna care about the difference between the 8518. I think it'll be more impactful with the 13518 just because of that extra compression.
A client gets more impressed with the style of work you do,
Yeah,
your personality, and the connection you make with them.
that too, 100%. But they will be impressed with the plano. Okay, that compression is. You want to see a lens destroy a background? That lens will obliterate it, like Thanos. Okay,
Just snap it phone.
and that background is done. It's
Yeah.
all mush. It's mashed potatoes. All right, Greg. Thanks for. I'm glad you're still here. I hope that helped. Just seeing my files, and yeah, that. But those you saw what the JPEG. What here? Let me show it again. Look at the JPEG out of the camera. Oh, does it show when I expand the image or no? Let me see. Did it expand the image? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, here we go. I have a workaround because this is how I have a workaround. Check this out. There we go. You see, that's right out of the. I like the contrast. That's right out of the camera. JPEG, ZF, with the 40 mil. What does it say? 40 mil f2.0. And this is natural light, right? That's why the sky's kind of blown out there. But we went over the outfit before we shot. So I was when she showed me the outfit, I already said, okay, I'm shooting this in black and white for sure. So I was planning on, and I did deliver it. Let me see if I can show you the finished results. Check this out, folks. Take a trip here. Can you guys see the photos or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see right here. All right. Let me see what you guys
Did you
see.
use
Okay.
any flash fill or no?
I'm sorry?
Did you use any flash fill on that one or no?
No, this is all
All
natural light.
natural?
Yeah, I didn't use flash for her photo shoot. I did use flash with the ZF in the video I'm gonna post, not tomorrow, but the next one after it. I did flash photography with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I wanted to purposely shoot natural light first, and then a separate shoot for just flash photography, so I
Yeah.
could better explain it to all of you. But this is this is this is what the camera's doing. Granted, I processed these photos, right? But I was happy what I was getting out of it. Okay. I really enjoyed, and you can see right here, 40 millimeter lens. So it's this little lens here. And this is during the morning. Does it show me the time? No, it doesn't show. But it was about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So the sun was harsh. It was harsh, bro. Like really harsh. So for it to handle and look like this, I was like, yo, this is a winner. Look at the whites. Still have detail in a harsh sunlight. So I played with the harshness. I was like, all right, since we're in a harsh, let's create deep shadows, nice contrast, and play. And that's what I did on purpose. So I put it right in the sun on purpose. And plus that allowed me to see how much flexibility I can get when I'm editing these photos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now here's the black and white photos, Greg and everybody else. Here's the black and white right here. This is after I processed it. Hold on, I'm so sorry. Believe it or not, I know nobody probably remembers, but like 2 years ago, I made my own LUTs. Believe, you know what I mean? Let me say that one more time.
Your own LUTs.
I made my own LUTs. Okay, they are available. Okay, though no one has bought at 80. No, I had like 2 people buy it, but so go back to our topic of motivated. Sometimes you have to find motivation because when only 2 people buy your LUTs, you know, you're like, come on, man. Anyway.
Now, LUTs, what do you mean? Like LUTs as in like presets?
Oh, not LUTs. I'm so sorry. Presets.
Oh, okay.
But LUTs are the same thing, but they're basically for video. LUTs are for video.
Oh,
But
okay.
I use my Lightroom presets. I'm so sorry. Kill me in the comments. They're presets.
That's cool. Hey,
All right. So
question.
this is done with my preset that's called hold on, let me get to my photography list here. I have 12 of them. This one's called Chromatic Crush. But again, with the lens, you see it here with the 40 mil lens. Now this one was harsh. She chose this photo. I wouldn't have. But that's remember I said sometimes the models choose the photos and you're like, this one I like.
It's like you got the money.
You know, she that's the one she wants. But I don't like how blown out her face is. Like if I'm gonna have anything blown out, it won't be her face. See how much nice, but her hand's blown out, but you can't help that part. But the face is good. You know, that's just me. See here, look at that. Great exposure on her face. I was able to get back the details in the sky because of the dynamic range. And you know, if anything, underexposed, right? If you're gonna shoot a portrait and you're not sure what you could do with it, underexposed, and then you can bring it up later. You can increase the blacks, the shadows, etc. So that was right here. And then look at this nice color though, getting out of this camera.
Oh, blue, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. And the blues are blues, but look, the greens are green, like everything. Nikon ZF, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Nikon ZF. Now, feel free to tag them in your comments of my LUTs, excuse me, Lightroom presets.
Yeah, you know what they say, you don't want to make a LUTs out of yourself.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. But tell Nikon to hurry up and hire, brother.
Question. In Lightroom, do they still do where you can print stuff directly on Lightroom?
Do they what?
Do they still do where you can print on a Lightroom?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
It's connected to Blurb, I think, blurb.com. And you can order it through, it'll go to them to fulfill the order.
Well, no, I'm talking about like where you can package print. Because what I would do is take my Lightroom, and if I was doing a location shoot where I was making prints on location, then I had packages set up in the print part of it. And then I would, like, say I did a 5x7 and 4 watts. So, and then I would just run it right to my my 8x10 die set printer.
Got it. I don't do prints.
Okay.
If I do, I outsource them.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing it on location, so I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want to be honest with you. I don't have that experience.
Okay. But I just wonder if they still had because I've got an older version of Lightroom and they still have the.
Yeah, they still have. They have a whole panel for all that print stuff. It's called print.
Oh, okay.
It's
so it's still there. I thought maybe they got rid of it.
No. There's too much money in print. I just don't push it. I really like this photo because of the dynamic range I was able to get out of this. Look at the background I was able to recover. Again, this is harsh lighting. This is maybe around 11 o'clock or so. Okay. Harsh lighting. You can see the sun right there. And look at all the details able to recover. So shout out to the camera. Okay. So there you go. I don't know how this turned into like a Nikon ZF sales pitch.
Well, sometimes we take a little left turn. You know?
We took so many left turns. I think we're still at the beginning.
Hey, there's a reason there's 360s.
100. Yeah, exactly. There's a circle for a reason, right? Fell says, Rob, that's true. Models sometimes choose the weirdest photo. I mean, hey, she wanted it and she paid extra for that photo. So I said, Mazel tov. I'll edit it. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna do the best I can do. But me personally, I thought the first set of black and whites were like the ones I would use in post.
Yeah.
Greg says, I enjoyed seeing this photo shoot of someone from a background who is culturally different. Yeah, that's why I wanted to work with her. She reached out to me on Instagram. Okay, the model reached out to me on Instagram, and then we set a shoot date, and then I went to a fashion show. She happened to be there, and then so that we were able to meet. Then and I wanted to shoot with her because she was a beautiful Muslim model. I mean, she's attractive. Let's just be honest here, folks. Okay. And not only that, she knows how to freaking model. She's really good. And I was like, wow, I love it. The hijab, her style is on point. She's great shape. I was like,
I think it's called or something. Or, yeah.
Hijab?
I think it's called, yeah.
HIJAB.
Girl one time that was Muslim and she had that on all the time. It was kind of cool. But when she took it off, she had the most beautiful hair I ever saw in my life.
Oh,
you know?
I mean, yeah, well, they're not bald underneath there.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I know. I know.
No, I know, I'm just teasing you, but no, you're absolutely right. But you know what? Her she was awesome to work with. We're gonna shoot together again. But yes, I like to make sure, like I've worked with I work with women, I work with men, I've worked with trans models, I've worked with what was I about to say? You know, I've done same-sex weddings. I've done obviously this beautiful Muslim model, which I've never had the opportunity to shoot. And I was like, this is gonna be great. I want my portfolio to look so different. And so
she working with a trans model though. Was it?
Oh, I've done that like 4 or 5 times. Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay.
You guys don't even know it. That's the crazy part. You know? When you see it on Instagram and everything, because I make them look good. They show up looking good. I mean, I don't make them look good. I make them look better, right? I enhance what they're bringing to the table. And the ones I've been working with are signed to agencies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guess what? You know, I love shooting people, so I don't discriminate.
I swear I'm gonna start selling some dogs.
You know, sometimes you want to drop a little acid into into his drink.
No, they got those. They're like marijuana laced, like doggy treats, and they just kind of go, okay, and they just go lay down somewhere.
Okay, well, that sounds like a stocking stuffer you should ask for.
Not that I condone that, but
no, of course not. No. Roy says the 40 mil is a great value lens. I can even forgive the plastic mount. You know what? That's what's so funny is that yes, it's plastic, but it's a great freaking lens. It's a great lens. She was a great model. The images are fire. Thank you, Greg. Thank you very much. A bit of flash would reduce those shadows. I actually increased the shadows, Roy. Tell you the truth, that was all on me. I increased the blacks. I wanted the contrast. I had a vision on what I wanted to go with, and but yes, you're absolutely right. And as I said earlier, I purposely shot only natural light for the purpose of seeing what this camera can do for me, and what I can push and pull later in post. Right. Don't worry. I
have detail and stuff.
Yeah, to see what I can exactly the focus, the dynamic range, everything else. And trust me, here I'll show you guys. Here's this. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys an exclusive. Okay, hold on one second. I'll show one photo, okay? One photo from the shoot I just did with flash photography and the Nikon ZF, but I did not use the 40 mil. I used the Z50 1.2 lens, okay? I'm going to pull it up right now. Only one photo. All right, this is, oh, I thought I exported the high-res versions, but you guys can see this one, right? Please. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So that's the best one. Okay, here we go. I'm only going to show you one because I'm going to put them all in the video. So you guys got to watch the video, all right? And you know what that means? If you got to watch the video, that means you're going to have to press that like, that share, and subscribe to the channel. All right, everybody? Come on, smash that like for me, all right? Huh?
I already pressed the like already. So.
Press it 3 more times. How many fingers do you have? No. All right, so let me show you this one right here, folks. This is hold on. An exclusive. All right, there we go. Yeah. All right. Let me turn off this comment. Are we going to go? No, we're not going to. No dogs here. Not yet. Check this out. So this was one of the photos I shot just a few days ago, or last week actually. Flash photography with the Nikon ZF. The background was super bright because the sun was actually coming through this alleyway and hitting that background. But I lowered the exposure. You can see how look at. Can you see that highlighted right there? Exposure, 1/8,000th of a second.
Jesus.
Exactly. 40 mil. And here's why. Look. Where's my my aperture? It's something crazy over here. 0.5. Damn. Okay. Well, whatever that is. Anyway, I was at. I shot pretty wide open on that thing. I don't know why it says that, but I'll give you the official in the video. But nonetheless, I used, I believe it was a half power or quarter power on the 8200, on a Godox 8200 to flash in front of her. She was pitch black. She would have been pitch black, clearly, because I exposed for the background and then popped her with the flash. So in this case, Roy,
you're using high-speed sync at 8,000.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's why when I do these kind of videos, I separate the two. I do one video natural light, and then I'll do another video for flash photography to better explain how these photos came out the way they did. Does that make sense, Cooley? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
hey, it would have been really cool if you could have moved her over by those, were they garage doors? The red things?
Yeah.
And then the AB200s they come with those little like color gels and little barn doors when you buy the kit.
Yeah, I have that.
And then just put a grid on, just come and focus on her face.
Well,
and then let it maybe vignette a little bit. I don't know.
When you watch the video, you'll understand what I'm working with. I'm not going to spill the beans because I need your like.
Okay.
I need your like. I need your comment. So when that video drops, you'll see what gear I brought with me. So what you're saying isn't like out of the question, but it was certain limited on purpose.
Okay? I actually went and picked up. I have 4 8200s. I picked up another set of them, another 2 of them. So I have 6 now.
Oh shoot!
And that's what I'm predominantly using for my location stuff now.
Wow.
I was using the 8600s.
Okay.
For like when I was shooting like background stuff at a wedding, stuff like that. And yeah, they're nice strobes, but I just get tired of carrying like 40 tons of strobes, you know, because I have 3 of them, and I always keep the one as a backup in case something goes wrong, or battery goes weird on me or something like that. I don't know. So
no, that's.
But what I also did was I picked up 8200s have AB2 heads. So you take the 2 8200s, connect it to the back, and put the flash tubes in. And now you go a 400 watt second flash.
No, see, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So, like, if I'm shooting a wedding and I think, like, the last one I did, I had like almost 20 people in the bridal party. It was absolutely insane.
How
So
many?
it took 20 some
Oh my
people in the bridal
God.
party. It was a Catholic wedding, and it was just like the most ginormous group ever. I mean, so I took the two AB2 heads, the two AB2 or 8200s, hooked them up to each one of the AB2 heads,
Hmm.
and then and just basically threw them in I think a UC fold, whatever you want to call them, softbox. They're like 25-inch each. And I
Yeah,
just lit them like that. Stuff came out great. You know?
that's awesome.
And then sometimes when I'm shooting the bride by herself, I'll take an AB2 head with just a bare bulb, put it behind him, and give him a little separation from the
Yeah,
altar. That too.
I've heard people do that. I think I might have to get at least another one. I love the 8200s. I think they're so underrated, but so good. So,
Yeah.
all right, let me see here. So far, we're good. Malcolm hasn't come back yet, but I have a meeting at 8 p.m. with an assistant that I need to get. So I need to get off this. Uh, I almost feel bad, like if I get off and Malcolm goes back and everything.
Or I'll just stay on and you leave.
Yeah, yeah. Tell him where I went, okay? Robert had to go, so we're just kind of
Yeah.
sitting here until the next stream. So
I just need, my main thing is I need a bigger case because I keep getting more of these 8200s. You know, I got 6 of them now.
you got to
So I
get the
picked up
production.
this it's almost kind of like a Pelican hybrid case,
Yeah,
and
look
I
at
just have enough room to just basically put my 6 heads and 2 AB2s and some modifiers. And that's all I have.
look into
It's
the.
enough. You know?
But this, I have a bag. It's a line from Think Tank called Production Manager. They have different sizes.
Oh yeah,
Look,
yeah,
look. I have one that I use for my video rig and lenses and everything. It's
yeah.
freaking awesome. It's deep and it'll hold everything you need all in one case.
Yeah.
So take a look at the Think Tank Production Manager bags. Those are pretty awesome. That's
Yeah.
just yeah. They're very well built, but
It's
everything
like
from
I need some at least like about 10 inches deep because I like to keep the heads facing down, like It
yeah. If
seems
I
like
had
you
a
could put them in that way.
yeah, if I had a measuring tape, it looks like 10 to 12 inches. It's pretty dang deep. It's the deepest bag I have. I could put
Yeah.
my whole camera rig in there and it has space.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
And
it has
you
space.
just basically pull out and start using it.
Yeah, I could pull this whole rig out right here.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to close this obviously, but like I could pull this whole thing out of it. It'll be in there. Um, all right. I do have to head out, everybody, because of the
Aw.
nature. Yeah, 2.5 hours is solid. Okay, Cooley. I don't know how much more I can give everybody. Okay, no,
So where do I gotta go? How many presets do you have?
I have 12.
12?
It's a portrait fashion photography presets. There are 12
Okay.
of them, and I've been using them a lot. If you see my photos posted, a lot of times I use my own presets just because of
Okay.
they work with my style. The photos you've seen today, both the flash photography and the other one, were all done with my presets.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Just
the
go to your
one
website and basically.
I'll show. I have to make sure that page is still live because like I had to think of how I should market my presets because I noticed that Jared Poland has a whole spiel, and I'm like, okay, no wonder
Yeah.
he's able to sell it. And
Yeah.
me, I had to figure out how I could sell them better, and then also because I have to pay for another site that can host those presets. When you click to buy it, it downloads immediately. That costs extra.
Huh.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
It
If
just
you
doesn't
want to
go
sell
through
it,
email or something, or.
I could. I mean, if you paid me, I could just send it to you through WeTransfer, but that's not very efficient.
Oh, okay.
The one way I used to have it is I'd have it hosted on Wix, and then you click it and it downloads like regular, right?
Right.
And then it allowed me to show you the befores and the afters and all that. But but that cost a particular amount of money per
Yeah.
year, and if no one's buying presets, then I'm just losing money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Going the whole-
So
going the whole
once
backwards.
yeah, it's like the chicken and the egg. So once I get that figured out, the LUTs are ready. I'm actually going to work on a second set of LUTs soon. So, but I'll keep you posted if you're interested. You know, yeah, I use them all the time. The one I used today, I mean, yeah, the one with the flash photography, that
Mhm.
LUT is called, I used it was a vintage LUT actually I made. It's
Mhm.
called, not Via Vignette. I think it was called Downtown Cool. Oh no, it's literally just called Vintage. But
Oh, okay.
but
Easy
that's the
make.
one I use that has a little blues and warm tones, cool and warm tone. Cool tones in the shadows, warm in the highlights. That's what I did with it to kind of give it a little vintage vibe to it.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, so anywho, with all that said, everybody, you already know when this turns on what time it is. That's right.
You got to do one with like business stuff though, or let me know
Oh,
when you put it on your
a live
Facebook.
stream?
You know?
What do you mean, business live stream?
Yeah.
I wanted to do my business or my marketing ones for my members. Remember that? The reason
Yeah.
why is because it takes a lot of energy to research and come up with like I'm teaching a class basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe I will. Okay. You want to? My next live stream, I could do something about that. Matter of fact,
Okay.
I wanted to do one about networking
Yeah.
and the power of networking and how that can add basically to your bottom dollar, right?
Yeah. See, I
So,
wanted to do like it was a CRM,
yes.
customer relationship
Oh,
management software,
I
and
got something for you. I
what's
got a
that?
good one for you, bro. Through
17
Google.
hats?
It's a CRM I've been
Yeah.
using. It's really good. But hold that
Oh,
thought.
okay.
I have to cut this. I have only 1 minute before the song ends. Cooley, just reach out to me, man. I got you, okay? No,
All right,
seriously,
cool.
reach
All
out to
right.
me and I'll share it with you, okay?
Yeah,
So,
all right, cool.
oh, look at that. People are starting to tune in. Oh, a female photographer. Hey, I like to see female photographers in the house. That's what I'm talking about. And we got Roy.
Where's she from?
That's a good one. Hobby photography. Where are you from? Where are you at? Let us know. Oh, you know what? My song's halfway done. Oh, look at this. Come on, everybody. Make sure on the way out. On the way out. Come on now. On the way out, you go
8200 taking over the world.
smash that like, that share, that subscribe, and Cooley, I have to make this a full screen for this one. Make sure you go ahead and smash that like, do all the things you do. You already know, everybody. Come on now. All right. And let me see, we got a couple more here. Oh, great stream. Thanks again. Thank you, Greg. Really appreciate it. Quick Strikes in the house. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so I'm sorry you guys kind of caught me at the end. I have a meeting at 8 o'clock. Okay, believe it or not, a late night meeting. In the meantime, make sure you go ahead and follow me on all the socials. All right. Go ahead and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and all that good stuff. I'm on almost everything, to tell you the truth. Okay. And I had to replay the song. Come on, Cooley, look at this. Oh, she's located in Seattle, Washington. What's up?
In Seattle. I don't know where to go to have a live shoot in Seattle, Washington.
She's in Seattle, Washington. That's cool. And we have Avros. Thank you very much. No, thank you. I really appreciate it. So, Cooley, I will see you next time. And yes, I'll do the next one. Will be on about networking. We'll do that.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right. Awesome.
That'll be a good one. Thank you for letting me know that's what you want, man. Really appreciate it.
I don't know. I'm more business stuff, you know.
Yes, you got it. All right. Thank you, sir. Have a great night. Okay.
Cool beans. All right. Have fun.
All right, buddy. Okay, bye.
Don't work too hard.
I don't know how to not stop working.
The Energizer Bunny, here I come.
Man, I'm telling you, dude, I've been drinking coffee this whole time. Look at that shameless self-promotion time right there, folks. Come on now.
There you go.
Respect the game. Respect the hustle. All right, Cooley, have a good night, man.
You too. Later. Bye.
All right, everybody. For everybody who's still here, of course, like I said, go ahead and press that like, that share, and subscribe. You already know what to do. And What else do we have? I do have a membership section of my channel. If you want to support, become a member. It starts at like $2.99. Get access to exclusive content as well as early access to my uploaded videos. And I will be doing membership only live streams. Okay, so go ahead, feel free, support the channel. And what else is there? Oh, I think that's really basically about it. I already said go ahead and follow me. I did everything else. Oh, and tomorrow, look out for my next video called Battery Solutions. I'll be talking about all sorts of battery solutions that I have found and used for shooting video. Okay, so if you're looking to get into cinematography or videography, go ahead, check out my next video. It will be live tomorrow on my channel. All right. Anyway, as you all know, I am your host, Robert Silver. And until next time, keep shooting, stay creative. Thank you for watching.
Join me every Thursday on YouTube for another live show of Let's Talk Photography. We cover the latest news, interviews with today's industry leaders, tips, tricks, lighting, cameras, and the business of photography. My weekly live stream is all about crowd participation. You're encouraged to ask questions, talk about the cool camera gear you've got or the camera gear you want to get. Hell, you could just join our open panel discussion during our Q&A portion of the show. The cost of access to Let's Talk Photography is very, very low. For today only, I'm hosting a very low price of free $99 to subscribe and press that bell icon to get notifications of my upcoming live streams. Now let's get back to the show.